ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
Bit boy.
Right now.
Monstrous.
Beto, I don't want to eat that.
We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
So,
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
So, mongrels, stay tuned.
so I Radio Ronaldo'd that bleep.
7:02 and 40 seconds. Good morning. Welcome to a live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence on this 10th of March, 2026. Cappy, welcome to Los Angeles. It was great to see you last night when you hopped off that private jet from Mammoth to Torrance. Or no, Hawthorne, right?
Right, Hawthorne. That's right.
You were good last night. You know who's back today?
Tell me.
He's got two styes in his eye, but he's here. The one and only Gregory Arthur Bergman.
Not one, but two.
Right.
Multi-side. What's happening?
Listen, if you're going to get styes, you might as well make them multiples on a Tuesday.
Yeah, get them
By the
all.
way, quack, quack for the kids.
Double sty guy.
Yeah, it was in one eye. So it was the left eye and one on the inside and one on the outside. It was brutal.
So
They
how
got
does
you on
that
the inside
happen,
and
though?
the outside,
How
huh?
does that happen,
So
honestly?
what happened? It's just because when we went to Vision Works, I got my eyes checked and I asked the doctor. I said this happens to me every once in a while. What's like a couple times a year? What's happening? She said it was something just within my eye that it's kind of like a pore that gets clogged, basically. So it happens every once in a while. But on Saturday or Friday or Saturday or both, I tried to pop it. And that's where it really it was terrible after that.
Where was it?
Or no?
Was it on your eyelid?
So it's on the bottom eyelid, yeah. And I tried to pop it, and it just was a complete mess. I had to go to urgent care. I got a whole bunch of pills in the office.
Really? You got pills?
I got some gunk I got to put on there.
Well, I think that's what got you in the problem in the first place, was the gum. Meanwhile, before I get to George Sedano, who's been oddly quiet during Sty Talk, I want to hit the applause, because I've been waiting for this for a long time. Even though we already have had a hot mic moment on the YouTube, which is okay. I mean, these things happen. As long as Cappy don't say anything that gets us fired.
What happened on the YouTube?
I don't know. It doesn't matter, because the one and only Carlo Cisu, the leader, the head lieutenant, the chief, is here with us for the social media today at ESPN Los Angeles, along with Timmy there in the back. This is a big deal.
It is a
I
big
want
deal.
Carlo to press the flesh with us every morning.
Yeah. It is a big deal. I mean, when the boss of the department says, you know what? I got to do it.
Yeah. I want him to press the flesh with us every morning.
Yeah.
I want his fingertips all over us. If we get styes from Carlo, I'm okay with it.
Got a fresh new cut, too, looking good.
Oh.
Although Carlo did insult
coming
me a
high.
few weeks ago. I've not forgotten it, by the way.
Oh,
here
he's
he
putting
is.
his hands on me.
He's putting the fingerprints all over Chris's
I like it.
jacket.
You want me to put my eye on you?
Yeah, nudge him. Why don't you go nudge him?
You guys can be Sty brothers.
Listen, nothing wrong with Sty Brothers.
You know what Carlo told me a few weeks ago? He goes, Cappy, I'm really impressed. I said, with what? He goes, with a guy your age doing F45 the way you do it. Because Carlo is a big F45 guy himself. And when he said that to me, a guy your age doing F45, I was like, brother.
Well, like 57.
Well, not quite. But
So last night at dinner, Sedano, I asked Cappy straight up, I go, so you think you're going to do this another 10 years, right? And he looked at me and he goes, I don't know about this. If this, like, he wanted to say no, and then he was like, I better not say no. So he goes, well, you think this could last another 10 years? I go, well, it better. Yeah, you're going to be doing this till you're 70 in here.
Oh, listen, I was watching George this morning. I got up over at the East Central Hotel and I turned on TV because and Sports Center is on from the night before.
Right.
And I started flipping around to just see what's going on in the
What
news.
What time was this?
This is like 5.
Oh no, that's real Sports
30.
Center from this morning.
Oh, well, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And I'm watching, and then I say, let me flip around, see a little bit of news. And there's this guy, this senator that's being interviewed by one of the news channels. And I'm looking at this guy, and I'm going, how old is this guy? Like, is he older than me? Is he, like, do I look older than him? Like, I'm starting to get into that age now where I'm wondering how old everybody is and, like, do I look older or younger? And I had to look the dude up, and thank God he was 67 years old. And I was like, okay, good. He's 10 years older than me. Right.
Yeah.
He's 6'7". But when Carlos said that to me a couple weeks ago, he goes, I'm really impressed with you. With what? A guy your age doing F45. I'm like, are you kidding me, bro? I'll freaking go in there and rock that thing. guy in my age. Come on, man. Although he made me work harder, I will tell you
Although
that.
there aren't a lot of guys. I was thinking about it, man. Like when, I don't know, was Charlie Kaplan doing F45 or the equivalent of that at your age?
I don't know if he was doing something quite like that, but that high intensity, but he was keeping himself in shape, still does.
Okay.
Because I think for me now, again, I'm in my mid-50s now. Well, I guess I'm now over the.
Now you're in your late 50s.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, man.
I know that sucks. 56 is late 50s.
Yeah.
But I just keep thinking to myself, I keep reading about all these longevity doctors. Everything you do now in your 50s is what's going to keep you strong and healthy in your 70s.
Oh, really? Because on my algorithm, it says the opposite.
What does it say?
It says everything you do in your 40s.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I've already done with that part of the algorithm.
Yeah.
That one ended for me about
Yeah.
7 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm thinking about the future, man. And Morales hit me with last night. 10
Listen,
years.
I you know what? And this is not a partnership thing, although they are. If you listen to ESPN Radio, they're all over the place. I went on Ethos yesterday and took out a life insurance policy.
Oh,
really? First time? You didn't have life insurance prior to that?
Well, I mean, I had one through Disney, but if I'm not employed by Disney at some point, you kind of want one.
easy now.
And how was that process with you?
Can't have that happen.
Was that good?
I mean, it's almost done. I mean, you know, we'll see.
I thought it was done.
I mean, it's done-ish.
Done-ish.
We're at the goal line, though, right?
Yeah, we're like at the 5.
Ooh.
Going in on Ethos.
No, he's talking about the other thing.
Oh, that part. Oh, okay.
Do I need to update
No,
my
but
resume?
the
or what
Ethos,
do you-
I've heard so much about it on the station, listening to the station, right? Like those commercials play all day. So I started doing some research on it. Yeah. So why not? And I took the plunge.
Did it on your own, huh? It's interesting. What's the other? There's another company that does like wills and trust and will. I think maybe even called Trust and Will or Will.
Well,
and
but
Trust.
Ethos does all that stuff too. So actually, what I did was, if you take out the life insurance policy, then you get the benefit is you get to put together a trust.
Oh, really? Because I will say that even somebody like myself, and I've talked about my technology problems, which is why we now have Cap versus the app with Pizza Hut. But I was able to actually do a trust and a will online at one of these, online versions
I'm
of
actually so I did the life insurance policy by myself.
Okay.
They had a gentleman call and just kind of walk through the financial obligations and the different potential obligations based on what you qualify for, and then after that. Then I just started doing the trust stuff, and I've been adding stuff myself. It's very simple, to work with Ethos. And, I honestly, only because I heard it so many times on the station is the reason I decided to look into it. And, it was super simple.
Is that the commercial where Boomer Esiason tells you that his mom died early? And
Come
that
on, man.
No, it's true. I mean, Boomer's the one who tells it to you. I don't. Is that the same company? I don't know. I think it might be.
I think
We
it
have a
is.
lot of different versions of it. I don't know if that's the Boomer Esiason.
Yeah.
What are you leaving
Come
me
on,
in
man.
your trust? What do you have me?
What do you want? What do you?
Well, you know what I want.
I was able to buy a sex toy in a Walmart. Okay,
Quack, quack,
that
quack.
is-
That's it. That's what he wants to leave you. Yeah.
That is going to you.
Yeah.
That is
The used one.
So, by the way, but if you do want to cut that up and send it to Tommy and the crew, I'd be happy.
well,
to
actually,
do
it'll go to
Ethos.
Sam Pines and the network team, but I already wrote it down to cut it up.
There you go.
I'm on it. The virus is out of my system.
Yeah, you're
Cappy
sounding
beat-
better today.
Cappy
Well,
beat
you're
it out of
looking
me
better.
last night.
There's
Yeah.
no question you're
Yeah,
looking
you
better.
look sharp this morning. Hair, wind tunnel.
Although I don't
tested
have
head,
my
though.
I don't have my glasses on. I just
Oh
realized.
no.
So things are a little bit not very slightly blurred.
Okay.
Hey, let's get to top of the hour integrity as we shift to hair. Okay,
All right, let's do it.
Yo. First of all, do you want to talk about the game or do you want to talk about Randy Arozarena versus Cal Raleigh?
I'd rather talk about Randy Arozarena versus Cal Raleigh because here's the thing. I saw it go down.
Yeah.
I've seen it all over social media.
Yeah.
And again, when I was watching SportsCenter as an example, they kind of show Arozarena come up to the plate, but there's no explanation. There's no post-game explanation that I had seen thus far. And then if you have not heard yet Arozarena's explanation of what happened, it's super interesting to me.
So, long story short, basically, Arozarena goes over to. I mean, Kyle Raleigh and him are teammates on the Seattle Mariners,
right?
Yes. And they're opponents today or yesterday between USA and Mexico. Arozarena goes up to the plate, extends his hand, like, "Hey, what's up, bro?"
Yeah, like we're brothers.
And Kyle Raleigh gives him, "Yeah, it's nice to see you." And then Arozarena leans in, like, "What?" And then, like, kind of tells him off a little bit. And then in the media, he went and told the story about what happened there. And he said, "Look, man, we're teammates, and he said, I think the phrase was something like, thank God he has such great parents, who he said he saw at the hotel a couple days ago, and they gave him a big hug and a lot of love. but then he went into like a profanity-laced tirade in multiple languages, 4 languages on Raleigh, and he said he should go bleep himself and go to hell.
Yeah.
And he said he can shove that straight up his bleep, that good to see you line he gave me.
Mm-hmm. Where's everybody come down on this?
Because he feels he was disrespected by sticking his hand out, not getting a little love.
Absolutely.
And honestly, look, that's a tough one, right? Like, so did you ever watch the Redeem Team?
Yeah, of course. This is where my head went. Exactly.
Kobe
right.
and Powell,
Yep,
right?
Right.
Yeah, I think that there's some of that going on there. You know what I mean? But I could see both sides. Like, I could see Randy Arozarena being like, hey, man, this is competition, but before I actually go to compete, I want to shake your hand real quick, right? And that's kind of the same. Like, Kobe and Powell before the game dapped each other up, and then when they were between the white lines, Kobe laid him out.
Right, but
you know
this
what I
was
mean?
between the white lines.
Right, but I guess technically he's not in the box yet, so he wants to like say what's up to him, like being a good teammate for the Mariners, and he felt insulted by being left, hanging there. So, there's a little bit of nuance to that. Like, I don't think that. So I understand both sides of it, but I kind of see it Arozarena's side a little more, only because, hey, I'm not in the box just yet. I just wanted to say what's up, and, best of luck to you guys, but we want to kick your ass, right? And vice versa. And then I get in the box, and that's it. We're competing now. Like, there's no more friendliness at this point after that. So I kind of get it from Arozarena.
Can you guys in the back, can you guys roll the video again? Let's just take a look at where this goes down, because I never really thought about in the white lines, outside the white lines.
He's technically is not in the box yet when he goes to lean into him. He has 1 foot out of the box. So there's no way, like, technically the at-bat has not started until he's in the box.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I'm looking at the picture we have right now up on.
Well, I'm watching it.
Yeah.
So the equivalent of that in basketball would be right before tip, as guys dap each other up, and then that's it. Once the tip goes, we're good. So like in baseball, once he gets in the box, that's it. The game is on. So I'm with Arozarena on that one a little bit. I got to be honest with you.
Well, for me, here's what I was thinking. Number one, first thing I thought about was Kobe and Pau Gasol. Hey, we're teammates, but I'm about to show my USA teammates that I'm all about us winning. And even though we're Laker teammates and we're close friends, I will lay him out just to prove to you guys that I'm all about us. And this is not a friendly competition between me and my NBA teammate. So I thought the exact same thing you thought. That's number one. Number two, I thought it was incredibly disrespectful by Cal Raleigh to not at least acknowledge it and like, just, dude, shake his hand, fist bump him, whatever. I think it's a classy move to walk in and go, hey, I know you. We're teammates. We're family members. Your family loves me. We're all close. But now, he extends his hand and it embarrasses Arozarena. How could you not at least just shake my hand, Like sometimes you miss a high five along the way. You missed a fist bump. Somebody leaves you hanging. But this was for everybody to see, and I extended my hand to shake your hand, not fist bump you. Now, I understand Arozarena, he feels embarrassed, right? He feels humiliated. Now, on the other hand, let's talk about it from Cal Raleigh's standpoint, okay? Hey, brother, I watched Kobe Bryant lay out Pau Gasol. You and I are teammates and we're brothers when we play for Seattle. But right now, you're playing for Team Mexico, which has dominated Team USA in the World Baseball Classic. And you know what? This actually means a lot to me. I want to win. USA. I want to win, man. So today, I know who you are, and I know that we're teammates, but we're not brothers, and we're not friends, and we're on the field, and we are in direct head-to-head competition. Don't shake my hand. Don't act like we're great friends. Let's compete. So in the end, what it's telling me is something I don't think I really knew, which is how much these guys really, really care or want to win this for their country. I mean, who knows? Maybe Cal Raleigh just watched the USA hockey team in the Olympics and go, that was awesome. I want that sort of USA glory. So on one hand, very embarrassing to Arozarena, and I understand his gripe, and he's got one. On the other hand, I'm trying to understand Cal Raleigh's perspective because it's very Mamba mentality in the moment.
Agreed. But again, Kobe Bryant dapped up Pau Gasol before the tip, which is the equivalent of what just transpired there. So I'm wholeheartedly in agreement with you, but and again, I understand Raleigh's mindset, but that is the equivalent of pre-tip. The game does not start until he's in the box.
Was Arozarena the first batter?
Second.
Second batter? And do you know what he did in the at-bat, by the
He
way?
grounded out.
Okay.
17 minutes after the show, 7:17 in the morning. You know what you could have done in those 17 minutes? Well, you could have gone to Ethos and set up a life trust.
True.
Why not? Or you could have gone and seen our friends at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a location near you. And when you go to Valvoline, you hear the bell when you pull in, and no matter what, friends or enemies, you dap up those suckers.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
you say, give me
and
that lube job, man.
Here's what I would say, Cappy. I understand he's not the first batter, but baseball, this is the thing about baseball. Baseball, you know, it's a team sport, and I'm going to use that in air quotes. It's really an individual sport masqueraded as a team sport, okay? Because it's you versus the pitcher when you're on offense. And, you know, you for the most part, you're making individual plays even in the field, okay? However, what I would say is there's not there's not a lot of opportunity even as the second batter to engage someone who happens to be your teammate who happens to be behind the plate. And again, until you step in the box, the game's not live for that particular instance. So, like, I do get Arozarena and the embarrassment. I sort of understand the Cal Raleigh thing, but you could just do more than you should be like, at the very least, be like, hey, what's up, bro? And just like a quick fist bump. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, George, you watch a Major League Baseball game, right? And a batter steps into the batter's box and taps the catcher on the shin guards, you know, just like, hey, what's up? Or, you know, guy gets to first base and
they're chatting up, right? The first
they're
baseman is
talking to
chatting
first
him up.
base.
Yes.
So it's for me, I'm trying to figure this out because I'm watching the video over and over again. You know, if we're going to play like this game of, you know, is he in the box? Is he not in the box? Is he between the lines?
Well, he's not in the box.
Well, I mean, his left foot is in the box.
But you're not in the box till both feet are in the box.
Okay, but now we're kind of getting into like
no, that's the reality of it.
I know, but the game has already begun. So when you say that the equivalent is, you know, dapping up a guy before the tip-off, that's what NBA players, that's what basketball players do. When baseball players come to the batter's box, again, there's a knock on the shin guards or an acknowledgement or whatever. This is, and when Arozarena like leans in, like, what did you say? Like, what? I would love to know what Cal Raleigh must have said to him. Like, hey, bro, hey, listen, let's compete. Like, right now we're not teammates. Like, right now we're not friends.
No,
like,
he said it was good to see you.
That's what Cal Raleigh said. It's good to see you. That's what has been reported.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what Arozarena said.
Well,
Arozarena said that he said good to see you, and he can shove it up his, you know.
And then that's what he's like, what? And he's like, yeah, good to see you.
I know, like, on one hand, like, I'm all for good sportsmanship. I really am, at every level. I'm all for good sportsmanship. I'm just trying to get into Cal Raleigh's head because on one of the, I feel like I now have this appreciation that Cal Raleigh, maybe all of the American players feel this way. We're here to win. We don't care if we're team. We understand you play for the Padres, you play for the Dodgers, you play for the Mariners. We all play Major League Baseball against each other. You're teammates with him, I'm teammates with him. But for this moment, I'm here to win, not be your friend.
You thought he was playing mind games?
No, not mind games. I think that
kind of like Ted Lasso, where it was Danny Rojas, where he was like against Soto. He was when they went and played international play.
Again, that is why it is good to have him back today. The leader of the great Bergman School of Content. Sty or no sty, he will work you, Cappy.
No, it's not sty
Danny
or no
Rojas,
sty. It's double sty.
Danny Rojas, football is life.
Two sties.
You didn't watch it, did you?
You never watched Ted Lasso?
No, I watched Ted Lasso, but I gave up on it, I think, in season 3, I think.
What?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
What's wrong
There's only
with
4
you?
seasons.
Well, I think with the season
No, it's
that...
3, actually.
The season
then what's
that-
wrong with you?
Well, no, I think the season that he started seeing the shrink more...
That was 2?
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, you know what? I got bored.
All right, well, you know what I'm talking about, Sedano, where Danny Rojas goes and
See,
plays
Danny
in-
Rojas.
Is that football?
Yeah,
football is life or something like
He hits
that?
the goaltender in the nose
not
with the
great.
ball, and then it was like
Yeah, I
mad
said
dogging him over and over again. It
I
was,
said it. Yeah, I said
What?
it. I said it. Yeah, that's right.
You're a guy who comes out here and
Yeah.
tells us about Reacher,
Yeah.
And you're going to tell us Ted Lasso wasn't that great?
Reacher's better. Reacher's a better.
Really?
Show. Yeah.
That's like when Bergie said Val Kilmer was the best Batman.
The best Batman.
Yeah, second, but you know.
Yeah. Listen, I'm on the record.
Although him wearing the Batman mask is what got him in this sty problem.
right.
in the beginning.
Yeah.
Hey, it was a fun
Guy.
weekend.
Yeah.
What do you want me to tell you?
Hey, I'm on the record. Reacher better than Ted Lasso. Let that be said.
You know
and
what?
let
You're
that be
a
written.
scumbag.
Let
You're
that
a
be
scumbag.
written and let that be known.
Just like that ad agency I said yesterday. I heard about that
Scumbags.
later.
Oh, I bet you did.
Let me knock on the hardwood as I like to do. 7:22 in the morning, quack, quack. Sedano, tell us about our friends, the home of the hardwood and the morning wood, Hernandez Wholesale Flooring.
Yep, you've heard us talk about our friends over at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. What are you waiting for, man? Give them a call at 866-62-FLOOR. You know, you get the authentic old school family TLC, a company who features wholesale pricing year-round, and it's all about familia. Papi Hernandez started it 57 years ago. Crazy Hernandez brothers, Steven and Carlos are there. Mom, aunts, uncles, nephews, nieces, cousins, sisters, you name it. My question to you is this. If you need new floors, why haven't you checked them out yet? What the heck are you waiting for? Call them at 866-62-FLOOR. Whatever kind of floor you're looking for, they have it in stock. They have millions of options to choose from. Hardwood, laminate, tile, vinyl, carpet, even the artificial turf. I got some installed in the backyard, all in 5 hours or less. I wasn't even here for the whole thing. They were in, they were out. It was fantastic, okay? So whether you need waterproof, scratch-proof, kid-proof flooring, whatever you need, pet-proof, Hernandez Wholesale Flooring has it. The Crazy Hernandez brothers are always going to take care of you. And if you're a first responder, active military, or veteran, you receive additional discounts on top of the already low prices. Plus, if you find a better price, Hernandez Flooring will match it, no questions asked. All you do is call 866-62-FLOOR. Give them your square footage. Tell them what some place is offering you. They'll match it, no questions asked. Shoot them a call, 866-62-FLOOR, or visit the showroom in Commerce, right next to the Commerce Casino, off the 5 freeway. That's the OG location. All right. If you need to go to Orange County, they got you covered in Santa Ana. Check them out on the web, HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. That's HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. No games, no gimmicks, just the best price in town year round, because no sale beats wholesale. Give them a call, 866-62-FLOOR.
Thank you, Sedano. 7:24 in the morning. Cappy, you know what you could call that right there? A brilliantly done live read. It's like live read integrity. So if you're pulling air checks in the back, that's a good one to pull. Live read integrity.
Well done.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Nicely done, George.
On a live imaging Tuesday. Put that in your pipe, suckers.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
Providence. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
This is the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Hey, Laker fans, 2026 is the year of you when you suit up with National University to pursue a career-focused bachelor's or master's degree. Take your best shot with NU's Year of You scholarship and score up to $6,000 annually toward an industry-current bachelor's or master's degree. 4 or 8 week courses, flexible online options, plus free tutoring, career counseling, and more. Apply by March 31st at nu.edu. Terms and conditions apply.
Cappy, when I walked into the Vision Works Brea store, I immediately thought, this is too easy.
I know. And the frames are organized by shape and by price, so you don't have to go digging around. Now, Chris, I had the same experience at VisionWorks in Santa Ana.
Seriously, why go anywhere else but VisionWorks? Their 100-day guarantee gives you peace of mind, so if you change your mind, for any reason, just bring them back.
Buy one, get one free.
Simple scheduling, simple shopping. VisionWorks makes it simple.
Buenos dias. At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Smalls here. Did you know there are many ways to do your taxes with H&R Block? You can go to a local office and get expert help in person, or you can choose virtual tax prep and get expert help without leaving home. Or you can even do them yourself online with live human help standing by. Whatever you choose, you can file with confidence, having H&R Block's 70-plus years of tax expertise in your corner. Switch today and file your way at hrblock.com.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst.
love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
Hi, this is Avner Gat, founding partner of the Sedano Kap morning show. Avner Gat Inc. is your trusted Los Angeles public adjuster. Call me directly at 818-917-5256 for help navigating the complexity of your insurance claim. Now back to the Sedano Kap morning show. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Abner. 727, good morning. Yeah. It is a Live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence. Remember, it is Colorectal Awareness Month in the month of March. Get that colon checked out. Be sure to do it. Starting at 45, and if you got a history of colon cancer in your family like I do, start even earlier. Cappy, you and I could just go in the back and put it on the old wazoo.
Oh, really?
Meanwhile, happy birthday.
Do that here?
What?
They can do that here at the station?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, just put the blindfold on me first. Happy birthday. He turns 31 today. Well, like 4 billion people ended up watching the halftime show. Bad Bunny. Today is also National Angel Food Cake Day. When I was a kid, like that was like the early 90s where everybody was like, oh, fat-free. Don't have sugar. Have angel food cake and Cool Whip.
Sounds good.
So Mom used to make that a lot. Put some Cool Whip on there, some strawberries, some angel food cake.
Angel food cake, very nice and soft and moist. Very
it is
moist.
soft and moist, yeah.
Lovely.
Do they still make it?
They don't have I have no idea what it is.
Angel food cake, very moist.
I like it moist. Yeah. And cool. I think they still make Cool Whip.
Cool Whip, oh, for sure.
But it's not good for you.
No, it's...
Yeah, but do you know the origin of Cool Whip?
You mean the Stewie bit?
There's no
chance.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, there's no chance Cappy knows.
We're going to start bringing in more Family Guy.
Wait, Cool Whip?
We're going to start bringing in more Family Guy.
Say cool. Cool. Say whip. Whip. Then now put it together. Cool Whip.
You mean like Luke Kennard?
Oh, God. Yeah, meanwhile, what's on tap today on ESPN LA? The Lakers continue their homestand tonight, hosting the Timberwolves. The Toyota Lakers countdown to tip-off with Better Durant starts at 6:30. That means the afternoon show. We're going an extra half hour this afternoon.
Oh, nice.
Wow. I'm going to have to put like an IV in my vein to get through that.
Oh, wow.
What? I just mean the extra time. I didn't mean them. I meant the extra time.
Wow.
So I already was on the treadmill at like 4:30 this morning.
Oh,
Did you
really?
see that?
No, I didn't know that.
So I'm already tired. Anyway,
Okay.
tip-off is at 8. Hear it for your afternoon drive on 7:10 a.m. or in crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app, brought to you by Michelob Ultra, a superior taste worth playing for, the official beer sponsor of the Los Angeles Lakers. Please enjoy responsibly, Cappy.
Okay. Hey, shout out.
Piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
That's also from Family Guy. We're going to educate you, Scott Kaplan.
I don't have, it's James Woods, and they trap him by putting little candy.
Yeah, James Woods is like an evil villain on Family Guy.
Really?
Cappy,
Yeah.
you really have missed out on the animated series
Yeah.
over
yeah.
the last 30 years
Yeah.
because between The Simpsons, South Park, and Family Guy, I mean,
Right.
they're just so good. They're so well written. It's incredible.
I think the last animated series that I had any involvement in, like meaning
Heckle and Jekyll?
No. Hey, George, not too far after that though. Beavis and Butthead. Like that's it. So like I
Nothing
got
wrong with
through
Beavis and
Beavis and Butthead, but then I never got into The Simpsons. I've never seen one episode of The Family Guy. In fact, just the other day.
Not the Family, just Family Guy.
Oh, just Family Guy, not
It's
the
not like
Family
it's
Guy.
not like calling the Facebook. Like,
Okay.
Right,
Got
yeah.
you.
Remember when they just told him, just drop the?
I've never seen.
What is this show, The Family Guy?
Yeah, I've never seen The Family Guy or even Family Guy. In fact, just the other day, I saw about 10 minutes of an episode of The Office. Now, is that The Office or is it just Office?
It's just The Office.
Okay,
yeah.
I saw a 10-minute clip from The Office, and I was like, you know what? I should probably go back and watch The Office because I've never seen any of The Office.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Office is good.
Yeah,
I like Parks and Rec better, but The Office is good.
Both series, you need to kind of like get through the first season.
Yeah, they're
season-
both slow first seasons.
Yeah.
That great point. The difference between Parks and Rec is the first season's only 6 episodes.
Okay. Well, I haven't seen Parks and Rec, and I haven't seen The Office.
Meanwhile, more TV shows that Cappy hasn't seen later on this morning, but
Reacher's
NFL
really good.
If Chris was a character, a Parks and Rec character here, he'd be kind of Ron Swanson-esque.
Okay. I don't know who that is. I've never seen it, but I'll watch
He'd
it.
be
just to
Ron
see that.
Swanson adjacent, is what I would say.
Because I'm
He's my
definitely
favorite.
Stewie on Family Guy.
Ron Swanson's my favorite character on that show, by the way. He's great.
And this is Parks and Rec,
Parks
just to
and
be
Rec,
clear.
yes,
Okay,
Parks
just
and Rec.
needed to know that.
Well, I'm kind of a mix of Peter Griffin and Stewie because Peter does a lot of mischief.
Okay.
And then Stewie's got the sort of like,
What?
I don't want to say it, but we'll, you know what I mean.
No.
Anyway, NFL free agency madness.
Raiders
yesterday.
went nuts yesterday.
Raiders did
Oh
go
my
crazy.
God. Bergie, what time's the parade?
In a couple of years when they actually are good. But it's still going to take some time. I was really excited about that, Sedano. It was a great day for the Raiders.
Tyler Linderbaum has now the highest paid interior offensive lineman in NFL history.
Yep, and by a lot. It was like $6 to $8 million more than the next closest guy.
Yeah, but just wait, because now the market's been set, and so whoever is the next great center. But I'll tell you this about Tyler Linderbaum. This is not, George, your household name, right? This is not quarterback, wide receiver, not, pass rusher. This is a center. So you never really hear these guys' names. But when you go back and you just do a little bit of homework on Tyler Linderbaum, you find out that this guy was an All-American player at Iowa, was a first-round draft choice, has been sort of the anchor of the offensive line of the Baltimore Ravens. And while most of us think when you're going to get a quarterback, you got to figure out a way to protect him. So assuming he's a right-handed quarterback, you better get a great left tackle. Well, you know what? If you're going to have a rookie quarterback start, you know what can really help a rookie quarterback is a center. Not because he can deliver the ball, but because he's reading everything that's going on out in front of him, and he's making all the calls, and that is what helps the quarterback. So to me, if you're going to tear the Raiders down, starting with a center is the center of the offensive line. I thought that was a great move by the Raiders yesterday.
It was a
Go ahead.
No, it was a huge move because we talk about it over and over again that the offensive line for them is the biggest thing they have to fix. They still have a great left tackle if he's healthy and Colton Miller. So that left side of the line is kind of worked out. You have a good center. You have Jackson Power Johnson on the right side, who's a pretty good guy for right guard. You have an offensive line that is starting to build. Now, you didn't go out and get him more, but that's what the draft is for now. Now you can focus heavily on the draft on offensive line because you fix kind of the defense too, Sedano.
Yeah, I mean they've done a nice job. They added some linebackers. They added Kwity Paye, a defensive pass rusher. Like they've done a nice job in free agency. They are doing their best to what seems to be supporting what will be a young quarterback who will play for them this coming season. Like that, and that's what you need to do. You need to make sure that you have the other pieces around you are fitting properly, and it starts with the offensive line with a young quarterback to give him time, right? And by the way, it also helps your young running back who didn't have a lot of holes last year either to run through. So I think all those things are work in unison. And then the defensive side to add the bodies, while you're not going to replace the one person in Max Crosby 1-for-1, if you can replace the bodies that allow your defense to be more stout, then you can play complementary football, right? And that will allow your young quarterback to succeed, who's going to go through his levels of growing pains. I mean, that's just only natural, one would presume.
Bergie, you said that they fixed the defense. It's interesting that you said it that way because you've added 4 players. Well, I mean, you've added 3 and you re-signed 1. But
and you also made a trade for Taron Johnson, the cornerback. So you re-signed your cornerback. You re-signed another linebacker in Malcolm Kuntz. So you actually made your defense much, much better. You're kind of set a little bit at the corner position. Your linebacker core is set. Now just the defensive line is a little bit still a mess.
But what you're doing is, listen, again, I made this mention to you guys the other day. Listen, I love Max Crosby. I think Max Crosby is an excellent player. But Max Crosby has, unfortunately for him, he's been with the Raiders through so much bad stuff that has happened and through multiple coaching staffs and iterations of roster, et cetera, et cetera. And while Max Crosby could still be a good player, he kind of, to the new staff and to the new philosophy, he represents the old guys, and he would still be the leader in the locker room. What you're trying to do is you're trying to clear out the old guys so that you can bring in fresh guys who then can create leadership and they can create their own locker room, not be under the leader of all these previous administrations. Here's my favorite thing about what the Raiders did yesterday, though. They signed 3 guys, all of whom played at Georgia. 2 of whom played together. For me, George, we talked yesterday about filosofia. See? Right? Okay. for me, one of my big philosophies is I want players that played at the highest level of college football. So I love players that come from the SEC. I want offensive linemen from Alabama. I want linebackers from Georgia.
You don't want offensive line from Alabama from last year, that's for sure.
You understand what I'm trying to get at, though?
Point,
is that listen, sometimes guys are like, hey, listen, we scouted this guy out and he played at North Dakota State and we project him to be a really good player in the NFL. And many times that can happen. But I want to be able to watch a guy from Georgia play against Alabama, play against Florida. I want to see a guy who played in the SEC. Now, not only did they get players from Georgia, but they also said, you know what? SEC players and Big Ten players. So they went out and got 3 guys from Georgia, 1 guy from Iowa, 1 guy from Michigan State, 1 guy from Michigan. And by the way, all of these players are 4-5-year guys in the NFL, and many of them, 4 of the 6 were first-round draft choices. Now, some people will say, well, if they were first-round draft choices and they were free agents and their team didn't re-sign them, how good could they be? Listen, not everybody, it's not so black and white. Sometimes it's about salary cap. Sometimes it's about new coach, etc. You have 4 guys that you signed yesterday that were all first-round picks, and you signed 6 guys yesterday that play at the highest level of college football, and now they're pulling into the primes of their career, and they're already experienced players. I thought the Raiders did a great job on paper yesterday.
Yeah, they're all young. They're all young, too, 25 years old, about, like Linderbaum's 25, and I think Nakobe Dean and Quay Walker are right around there, too. But I have a question about linebackers for the both of you. So, obviously, the Rams, they do not care about the linebacker position. They do not pay their linebackers.
I don't totally agree with that.
The middle linebacker, they excuse me.
I mean, they just paid Landman.
Yeah, so but normally they don't. So Ernest Jones, they let just walk away. They typically let guys just walk away in the linebacker position. The Raiders went full out on linebacker. You think that's smarter, or is it just a philosophy?
I would say that if you were rating what positions are more important on the defense, I would say linebacker of the 3 levels, it's the least important.
Yeah, Cappy, did you have that linebacker angle for today? That's why he is top notch. Give him the applause.
Give it to him.
Give it to him.
Give it to him.
The Greg Bergman School of Content in session. Back again.
Right. It is.
You
in
didn't
session.
have that linebacker angle.
Oh God, no. No, I did not.
What do you got?
I got nothing. Listen, all I came up with was, I like guys who play at the highest level of college football. I brought out the SEC. I brought out the Big Ten. I brought out 4 of 6 signees were first-round draft choices. I brought out that these guys had All-American credentials while in college. I didn't have nearly what the why do you save that? Like, shouldn't you be coaching me up before the show? Like, hey,
I was doing
your ass
Blue
in.
review. Sorry, I didn't have time for it.
He had the Blue review with Marcus Grant.
Wow.
Weekdays, 6:30 a.m. when we start on time on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Got no time for your boy.
I did a show with Sua Cravens and DeMarco Farr. It was at Sleep Number, and they both said basically the same thing, Sedano, that the linebacker is not really as important to them. It's really the smarter guys are on the line and in the backfield. So at least the Raiders also kind of fix your cornerback positions, too, by bringing in Taron Johnson and re-signing Eric Stokes.
Again, Stokes, where did he play his college ball? Georgia. That's right. So, again, George, philosophy. That's where I try and build a team. And, by the way, I would be a great general manager. And I'm telling you right now, I could do it no problem. Like, no, I'm telling you.
You just sign guys from big schools?
Listen, that would be my philosophy, right? My philosophy is very simple. I need a backup quarterback. I'm looking for a backup quarterback who plays a very similar style to my starting quarterback. We had an argument yesterday about this. We debated it. Should the Rams sign Tua? I said, no, you don't want to sign a guy like Tua. He's left-handed. He plays a different style than Matthew Stafford. And then yesterday, George and I were on, we were chatting yesterday afternoon. You saw that Tua went to Atlanta because Michael Penix is theoretically their starter, but they need a backup. By the way, Tua's experienced and practically free, but they're both left-handed quarterbacks. So when you lose your starter, your backup goes in, and you're supposed to, in theory, play exactly the same way.
Yeah,
These are my philosophies.
Well, I mean, right, your filosofia.
See?
It didn't work for Bill Walsh, who had Steve Young and Joe Montana, but
That is true.
nonetheless.
That is true.
But let's continue this discussion about the Raiders and all these signings that went down yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But first, let's talk about Prize Picks. Look, Prize Picks is the place to be. All right, if you want sports action in the state of California, download that Prize Picks app. Use the promo code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Your first $5 lineup gets you a $50 lineup bonus, and it's very simple to play Prize Picks. It's more, it's less. There's a stat projection for every player imaginable and every sport imaginable, Cappy. You bundle a couple together, you can win cold, hard cash.
All right, I said this yesterday, and I'm going to say it again. Thanks to everybody who listens, who has made the Sedano and Kap Show the #1 most downloaded Prize Picks advertising partner in the entire industry. Okay, so when Prize Picks looks at the promo codes, and in our case it's Kappy, Kappy, they say this is the #1 show in terms of getting people to download the app. Thank you, everybody. But here's what I want to do starting today, George. If you are a Prize Picks player and you are a Sedano and Kap listener and you get a big victory, go on to Twitter, tag us, and then the next day we'll give you your love. As an example, George, I've got Roger here who says you don't have to like the Clippers, but you can still be a Laker fan, but you can make money off of the Clippers. And he showed me that last night. You listen to this. He had a 6-pick power play. Actually, check it. It was a flex play. $25. Paid $656 last night on Prize Picks, and it was all Clipper guys. And Knicks guys, of course. You know, you had to have some Knicks guys in there as well.
Right.
But, hey, way to go, man. When you guys have a big win, tweet them to us, and we'll share that with everybody. Roger, his Twitter is at MAU5cards, Mau5cards. Hey, Roger, $25 into $656 on Prize Picks? Hey, listen, everybody else, download the Prize Picks app, use our code Kappy, Kappy, and you can win big like Roger did last night.
Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
Thank you, Sedano. 7:43 on a Tuesday. Kappy, you know when a great boxer, like the end of a round happens, the boxer goes to the corner and spits in the cup?
Right.
That's what Bergie's doing right now. He's in the corner after great content, spitting in the cup. We're going to wipe him down, and in 3 minutes, he's going to come back out of the gate and start swinging at you.
And his trainer is working on his eyes right now.
He got warm crom press right on my eye.
I'm going to rub some Vaseline all over him. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. 3 minutes from right now, Jack.
It's the Rich Eisen Show on ESPN LA.
Raiders signing Tyler Linderbaum from the Ravens. 3 years, $81 million, $60 in guarantee.
Highest paid interior offensive lineman in NFL history. So somewhere, Fernando Mendoza is walking around knowing exactly whose ass he's putting his hands under.
Each weekday morning at 9 a.m.
It's the Rich Eisen Show on ESPN LA.
Vista Paint is California's original paint company and has been serving pros and homeowners since 1956. Our paints are formulated for lasting performance, beautiful finishes, and made to withstand the weather. Vista Paint, locally made, expertly crafted, always reliable.
No! It's just a golf lesson, champ. Loosen up.
I can't. See that Hyundai Santa Fe?
Yeah.
I only paid to know.
Finish up on your own. I gotta run.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end March 31st. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Georgia. Change is in the air at LAX. Los Angeles International Airport's automated people mover trains are rolling soon as part of LAX's ongoing investments in improving your travel journey. The new trains will quickly move guests between all terminals. The new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, and economy parking in 10 minutes or less. Departing every 2 minutes, they'll help approximately 30 million passengers per year. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN. That's lawa.org/ESPN.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
Harry Douglas here. I don't wait for birthdays to celebrate. I grab Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes like rich vanilla birthday cake with buttery funfetti goodness. Seriously, it's unapologetically extra in the best way. And it's sugar-free. So I get all that cake flavor without the guilt. It's tiny, portable, and ready for whenever I need a quick boost. I keep one with me because you never know when you'll need a little party energy. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
You're hanging out with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show
By the way, speaking of tap it, go tap the like button, you mongrels.
Yeah, tap that like button, mongrels.
Let's go.
More Sedano and Cap right now.
Yeah, 7:46. Good morning. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show on a live imaging Tuesday, presented by Providence. We play a little bit of Eric Church, the Chief, Cappy. That's what they call him, the Chief. I love Eric Church, one of the best live performers you'll see. And yesterday, our friends at Yamava Resort and Casino, they announced that Eric Church, the Chief, is coming this summer to Yamava Theater, and I can't wait.
You got a date on that?
Sunday, July 19th at 8 p.m. For the summertime. Tickets go on sale March 13th. I mean, I believe that might be their 40th anniversary, that day at Yamava. There's a chance we're going to be there. And I've already told Stephanie, the Italian stallion, by the way, he saw Eric Church with me over here at Crypto a few years ago. We're all going to be there. And I'm going to wear my Chief necklace, the Eric Church necklace, because the Chief is coming to Yamava Resort and Casino, Jack.
So you're taking me to church on a Sunday.
Going to see Eric Church.
July 19th.
Yeah, going to see Eric Church is like going to church.
You're taking the Hebrew brother.
He's very Springsteen-esque.
Okay, I'll go. Listen, I love the concerts at Yamava.
Yeah.
The theater's amazing. Crowd is awesome. Plus, you get done, you get out into the casino, you play a little cards. It's awesome.
Oh, I can't wait. Meanwhile, the Sedano and Cap Morning Show on a Tuesday at 7:48 in the morning. That was the handoff.
Yeah, that was a good handoff. That was a solid handoff.
I picked it
very
up
nice
and
handoff.
I tossed it to you.
Very nice handoff.
Well,
Very nice.
Cappy, are you an Eric Church fan, or would you prefer Eric Temple?
Well, if given the choice, I would take Eric Synagogue. But Eric Temple would work just fine.
Okay.
And Eric Church just sounds good to me. You know, I've told my stories about going to churches and not knowing all the rituals and traditions. And I know I was very embarrassed. You know, I was in church and they were handing around this like thing. People were like putting money into it. And then it came to me and I was like, yo, can I get a little of that? And I like dipped in and they're like, no, you don't take out, you put in.
Yeah. It's like in Coming to America, the original.
Right.
Donations.
Right. That boy good. That boy got talent. Yeah.
It's game day, which means it's time to BB go for it. Listen to Mason and Ireland today for your chance to play. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7 and guess which team scores the first three-pointer basket of the game tonight. Get it right, and you'll win a $100 BB Go promo code. Plus, be entered for a chance to win a trip to basketball's biggest stage from our friends at BB Go. Bring something different to the table. BB, go for it.
Yeah.
Tonight's game, by the way, I didn't realize this. 8 o'clock.
Oh yeah, NBC, bro.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
NBC this, bro. What?
Are you guys going tonight?
Yeah,
We're supposed to.
Yeah, I'm going, but I thought it was like a 7 o'clock tip. And then last week when there was a 7:30 tip, I told you the story. I'm down there talking to the security people. They're like, come on, let's go. Let's do a beautiful thing. Let's play ball here. 8 o'clock start tonight?
Yeah, let me tell you something. Everybody loves NBC until you get those 8 o'clock start times.
That is ridiculous.
Just so late. I'm going tonight with Gene. It's our anniversary today.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
So we talked to Michael Thompson. We got his seats.
Oh.
So yeah, we're going to be
That
there
explains
as well.
the Batman mask, my man.
It was anniversary weekend. You know what do you say?
Wow, you and Mean Gene tonight
Yeah.
for anniversary, and you got Michael Thompson's tickets?
Yeah, we're going to go. So we're going to sit in his seats. But it's an 8 o'clock game, man.
Wow, that's
So are you going to go
late,
home and
man.
get her and bring her back?
No. She's going to meet down here.
Oh,
We're
really?
going to go get some Sonora Town tacos.
Oh, beautiful.
And then come back. Oh, that stuff is good. Have you been there before?
Yeah.
Well, and do you know why NBC does 8 o'clock, right?
No.
Well, first of all, they've got a doubleheader. But second of all, the way it starts is because, you know, all these networks, remember, NBC, unlike ESPN, right, is they're a network, they have network programming.
Yeah, they got
so they
other
got to
stuff.
run, like, I don't know, whatever it is, Access Hollywood or whatever those shows
I'm gonna
are
check
at 7
tonight.
o'clock
I'm checking.
after their, local and then world news at 6 and 6:30. So, yeah, they've got to run that stuff. You know what I mean?
All right, I'm going to take a look at the lineup tonight here on NBC.
Yeah, the
to see-
novelas and stuff.
To see what happens before we get to the
Well,
Lakers.
Are you looking
in LA?
locally? Yeah, locally it's a lot different.
Well, I'm going to
Yeah,
look.
I mean, it's kind of the similar everywhere for the most part. So I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, let me hear what you got. Give me the
Let's
list.
see. Hold on. I'm scrolling here on the guide.
Because I think I've got Wheel of Fortune at 7 o'clock. Tell
They
me.
make a lot of money off.
No.
that's not-
Wheel
that's
of
on-
Fortune is not on.
Yeah,
is
that's
not
on Channel
NBC.
7. It's on
Yeah.
ABC.
So
Come back.
NBC
Yeah, what do you got?
has obviously their 6 o'clock news.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they start earlier than that. But anyway, they have their 6 o'clock news, and they have NBC nightly news. Then they have NBC News at 7 again. I didn't realize they had a 7 o'clock news.
beautiful.
And then Access Hollywood, right, which is owned by NBC. And then they'll have the Lakers Timberwolves.
Aha.
Access
So very
Hollywood,
similar in most markets.
That's the one with Mario Lopez on there, Access Hollywood, right?
Is
Smacking
it?
around. Yeah, I think so.
Wow, 8 o'clock start tonight.
Which means, what's it called, Bergie, when they shift? What's it when Ireland freaks out? What's it called?
Slide.
Oh, they have a slide.
Are they going to slide to 8:15?
Well, the 8:12 will probably be the real tip time.
8 freaking 12, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I can tell you this right now. I could get not only a great workout in later today, I could pretty much get a full night's sleep before this game.
I'm going to walk in and walk in right back out.
Chris, the way it'll work is 8:12 will probably be the real start time, but if they have to slide, they can slide up to 5 minutes. So you could slide as much as 8:17.
Oh, my God.
Bunchy, get sound ready.
No, I'm going to walk in. I'm going to say hi to the usual suspects. I'm going to say hi to Mean Gene, wish Bergie and them happy anniversary. Maybe they give them an anniversary gift. Maybe Cappy. We should get some stuff from the bag that we had in the back for them, if they
Okay,
want.
yes, I know.
And
These are
then
good gifts.
Go upstairs to the suite, the ESPNLA suite, shove some ground beef in my mouth, and walk out.
Yeah, so that's your game plan tonight, is be seen.
In bed at East Central by 9:05.
Okay.
Wake up and watch the rest of the game at 3 a.m.
We got to slide it in, 9:17-ish. How about that?
Hey, Bergie, is it bad form if I say to you, hey, can I join you and Mean Gene tonight for
Sonora
some
Town?
Sonora tacos?
No.
You know?
Join us, please.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's their anniversary.
You don't think Mean Gene would be like, why did you
you're
bring
crashing
him?
their anniversary.
No, I don't really want to hang out with the tacos.
I'm bigfooting this as a human being.
No,
well, you've
fine.
never alone. It's their
I know,
anniversary.
but the tacos sound good. Can you and me go for tacos?
No.
That's Sonora Town. Come on.
No, I told you yesterday I'm not eating tacos for a while.
Oh, yeah.
I had the cardiac cob last night.
Sedano, come on down. Let's go to Sonora Town. Everybody.
I'll be in Orlando, bro.
Oh,
but
yeah.
thank you. I appreciate the offer.
Gosh, 8 o'clock game tonight. NBC, please. For real.
Well, that's the way it works, Cappy. And listen, you got to beat Minnesota. They're the 3 seed right now.
Mm-hmm. And only one game better in the standings. So for all the talk about playoff positioning, at least you're having a conversation about playoff positioning rather than having a conversation of, are you going to be in the play-in or are you not even going to be in? I mean, look, you're sitting right now at the 5 seed, but you've got virtually the same record as Houston. Houston's 39-24. The Lakers are 39-25.
Correct.
And Minnesota is 40-24. So if the Lakers win tonight, they'll have an identical record. And the Lakers will have the opportunity over the next couple of games in particular to really position themselves. They got Denver on the way. They've got 2 against Houston on the way. So they've got the teams in front of them that they need to beat to position themselves for the best place to be in the postseason.
They definitely beat Minnesota earlier, so they might have the tiebreaker. Over
They beat them
Minnesota.
twice earlier in the
Was it
season.
twice?
The
So
first
this would be
couple of
3
weeks.
times?
Yeah, first couple of weeks of the season, they beat them twice.
It's called like Minnesota.
Yeah, they did in the 2nd game and the 5th game.
Now, is there any word thus far, because I looked up the injury report this morning, and LeBron is considered questionable, and now it's ankle, it's elbow, which one is to be determined, you can decide for yourself, and then it's now hip, apparently.
So this is separate from the arthritis in the foot?
I don't know about which one has got the arthritis or which one's got the gingivitis. I don't know what kind of itis they got, but somebody got to figure out, is LeBron playing tonight or is he not playing tonight? My guess
LeBron is questionable for tonight.
My guess is he plays tonight. National TV.
Is that a good
Anthony
thing
Edwards?
or a bad thing, Cappy?
I would like to see the Lakers play without him for another game against a quality opponent so that I could come back tomorrow after the Lakers win and go, I told you they're better without him. Like, that's what I want.
You're looking for a narrative.
Yeah.
You know who we can ask?
Bergman School of
Bergman School of Context.
It's actually on the rundown.
Yeah.
Well, you did the rundown.
Right.
All right, there you go. You know who we can ask, too? A ball knower himself. The one and only Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike will join us as we try to have live read integrity and top of the hour integrity. Evan Cohen coming up in just a few moments. But first, let me tell you about my friends at Providence. Your health is the real MVP. You know that. I talked about that nonstop. February was Heart Month, taking care of the cardiac kid. March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. Providence reminds you to stay in the game by prioritizing colorectal cancer screening. Colorectal cancer can develop without any symptoms. But the good news is it's highly treatable when caught early. My grandfather died at 59 years old from colon cancer. That doesn't happen. It doesn't have to happen anymore. Just make sure you get screened. Early detection can cure up to 90% of cases. That's why screening at age 45 is so important, or even sooner if your doctor recommends it. Providence brings together the best minds in cancer care, keeping you in the game with life-saving innovation and compassionate support right here in Southern California. Protect your health and get back to the moments that matter most. Learn more at providence.org/SCA colonoscopy. That's providence.org/SCA colonoscopy. Get checked out. Don't check out early. Get your colon checked out. That way you could be here for a long time. And listening to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Providence caring with compassion in Southern California. And our friends at Providence making Live Imaging Tuesday possible. It continues a lit Tuesday with Evan Cohen. We're back in 3 minutes on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show right now.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
In a way, I'm just like a leprechaun. I'm lucky and charming. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
We're giving away a Cadillac Escalade IQL the 29th. Earn entries now playing your favorite games, and you could drive home in a new Cadillac.
And the number one reason.
Pick your lucky March Mania bracket, and you could be a millionaire. We're giving away $1 million guaranteed April 7th for a perfect bracket. See website for details.
Morongo, good times.
When it's game time, there's no room for hesitation, and you better believe GM John Good will make you a great deal at George Chevrolet. Whether you're rolling in a power-packed Silverado, loading up the family in a spacious Chevy Traverse, or going all electric, John Good has the great deal you want at George Chevrolet. Amazing pricing, zero pressure, and the next level Chevy vehicles you want are at George Chevrolet, conveniently located off the 91 at Lakewood in Bellflower. Or shop at GeorgeChevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time. Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour, weekdays after 3 p.m. and try our new Chili Crisp dumplings, paired with a premium more beverage drink, like our delicious Thai tea, both for only $5. Only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
Herbert. Have you heard the refinancing rule of thumb that says you have to drop your rate at least 0.5% to refi because it'll take several years of savings to recoup the closing costs for a refi? The Loan Exchange says the rule is nonsense. With a Loan Exchange free closer, you can lower your rate without paying any cost whatsoever. That's right, lower your rate with no cost and your balance doesn't go up. You start saving on the first day you have the loan and every day thereafter. If you decide to move next year or rates drop further, you can exchange that loan for another without losing a dollar that was tied up in closing costs. Today's 30-year fixed-free closer rate in APR is 5.625%. So if your current mortgage rate is higher than 5.625%, give the Loan Exchange a call at 855-752-9944 or log on to theloanexchange.com. It won't cost you a thing. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Call 855-752-9944 or visit theloanexchange.com.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
It's the Rich Eisen Show on ESPN LA. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon before Mason Mason and Ireland.
And I'm sorry to all the Raiders fans out there who are just absolutely gutted that the guy who, I mean, if you put a patch on him, he would look like the Raider logo. Max Crosby, right? Like, he is such an avatar for the team. He has got a commitment to excellence. Somebody who's overcome addiction, somebody who's overcome inner demons, somebody who's overcome all of that.
The home of the one and only Rich Eisen.
The only issue is you need to turn these picks into something. And who are you going to get? You can get a pretty good pass rusher where the Ravens are picking right now based on everybody that I saw at the Combine. Isn't that amazing? They tanked for a better pick, but it lost to Max Crosby.
Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon before Mason and Ireland. The Rich Eisen Show on LA's mega sports station, ESPN.
ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on.
So, I don't know, I'm feeling a little weird.
George Sedano.
Hence why you're a badass. Hence why you're a chingong.
Scott Kaplan.
Not like depressed or anything, just a little weird.
More Sedano and Kap right now.
8:02, good morning, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. On this Tuesday, a live imaging Tuesday presented by Providence, the 10th of March, 2026. We gather around the radio, around the app, and around the YouTube to do what people only dream of. Other shows can't even dream to hold our headphones, Cappy.
Can't hold these headphones.
We're like the Lil Wayne of sports radio. Just a master. And another master. A man who also, you could, guess what?
What?
You can walk around all day long around here in our hallways.
Yeah.
You couldn't dream of holding Evan Cohen's headphones.
No?
Solid gold.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. The one and only Evan Cohen. You hear on Sports Like weekdays, 3 to 7 a.m. leading into this show. They had Lil Wayne on today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, on Sports Like. Good morning, Evan Cohen.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Quack, quack.
Quack,
Yes,
quack.
Lil Wayne was great. And you know what's interesting? I had an interesting exchange with my wife, who I called a few moments ago. And I texted her, I said, hey, we're having Lil Wayne on today. And she didn't hear it. She's working, whatever. And she said, how was he? And I said, he was a really nice guy. She goes, that's an interesting description. I feel like that would not be a normal description for how you would describe an interview. But I felt like Lil Wayne, really nice guy. That's how I'm taking it.
Have you
Nice guy.
Have you described other interviewees as, hey, you know, this guy was in, and I'll tell you, he's a really nice guy. Have you ever used nice guy for anybody else?
No, and Cappy, I don't think it's code for, like, if you meet somebody that you're hoping could be a significant other and you say great personality, which really means you don't think the person's good looking. This was not code for anything other than, like, he just seems like a genuinely nice guy.
Yeah.
He really does.
I know, and I would be scared, too, because I'd be like, hey, Lil Wayne, I know you're like a superstar and you're famous, and by the way, you seem like an angel of a nice guy. But what's with the face tattoos, bro? Like, it scares me.
What do you mean, bro?
Jesus.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Real quick, I
You
forgot to
scare
do
me. I'm sorry.
it on the intro. It is 8:04 in the morning
Oh.
at KSPN Los Angeles, Good Karma Brands radio station.
People with face tattoos just kind of scare me. I admit that. It's okay.
But Lil Wayne's okay.
Oh, it's okay for him.
You would ask Lil Wayne about his face tattoo?
Yeah, I would say
Of course
something-
he would,
I
because he's the most inappropriate person in the world.
Wait, why is that inappropriate? Why is that inappropriate? Like if you said something like this, you say, "Hey, Lil Wayne, I'm curious. You've chosen to have your face tattooed. What inspired the tattoos on the face? I'm just curious. That's all. You don't think that's a nice way of saying that?
If you take the face part out and you just say, where do you get inspiration for your tats? Okay, there's a conversation there. But when you're like directing it towards his face, it's a little bit much.
Yeah.
What's the other guy?
You see, you generally have the right sentiment,
Yeah.
but it's always that one step you go too far.
Oh, all right. Well, what's the other guy's
Wait,
name?
Kathy,
Yeah.
Kathy,
Yeah.
did you just send me an email as we're talking with an introduction to another person?
Yeah, it reminded me. It reminded me that I needed to send you that email this morning. Yeah, I did.
Who was it an introduction to, Cappy?
No, we were texting last night, and he did a great thing, I will say, and both for me and for someone else. And it was this great, nice, heartfelt exchange we had, and I was appreciative. But I'm driving, I hit the red light, I look down, I see a notification on my phone, and it's from Kathy sending me an email introducing me to this kid somewhere in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yeah, we were at a commercial break, and I knew you were coming up. Like, oh, that reminded me. I got to remember to send that email because otherwise I'll forget later in the day. And then like 2 days later, he'll go, hey, man, did you send me that email? I'll be like, oh, damn, I forgot. So it just happened to work out perfectly at the time. Listen, other people with face tattoos, like Jelly Roll. right? Jelly Roll. I would say to Jelly Roll, hey, Jelly, you know, like what made you go with the face tattoos? What's the other guy's name? He's like, he was sort of a hip-hop guy. Post Malone. Hey, Post. Like what made you to decide to go with the face tattoo? I'm always curious with people who decide to go with face tattoos. Neck tattoos, I kind of get. You can sort of cover them up.
What do you mean you kind of get neck tattoos? That's actually more dangerous.
No, because you can cover them with a shirt.
Yeah, but usually if you got a neck tattoo, that means you've done some time.
Oh, really?
Usually.
Oh, okay. I mean, even
No,
if I
currently the most famous neck tattoo is Cody Rhodes. He has a massive neck tattoo.
Yes.
There's no way he's doing time. He's
Yeah.
QB1
No, but that-
face of the franchise.
Yeah, but that's part of the act. Like if someone told me part of my act is I got to get like a Cappy tattoo on my neck, but I get paid millions of dollars, I'm doing it.
Okay, you do that.
Oh, 100%.
Okay,
you
got
can
it.
tattoo me on my neck. You can tattoo me on my back. I don't give a. You know what?
You got close there.
I did.
What about Kenyon Martin and the lips? You know, the red lip tattoo. No, don't know that one?
No.
Kenyon Martin?
No.
Sedano.
No.
Yeah,
Evan.
Kenyon Martin has one.
Yeah. Okay.
On his neck. On
Yeah.
his neck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, he had one on the lip too, and I believe that. Well, the neck one was
He
the
has a
lips.
lip tattoo on his lip.
By
Pretty
the way,
sure. Yeah.
Epic Wolf in the YouTube chat says Sua has neck tats. Oh,
Yeah.
Sua.
Yeah, he
but
does.
again, that's part of his act. He was in the NFL. He was a USC All-American. I'm not Sua Cravens.
Okay, but so Sua's got him on his neck. You don't have him on his face.
No, but he's got him all over his
Okay,
body.
who cares? Like honestly, like do you care that much? Like it scares you that much? What are you, a child? Like you're afraid of someone with face tattoos?
I don't know. People who have face tattoos, they just sort of they freak me out a little bit. I just admit it, you know?
I mean, God bless. I can understand my 7-year-old feeling that way. You're 57 for God's
No,
sake.
I'm 56 for
Now,
God's
there
sake.
may have been a way for him to do this because it has a lyric where he says face tat in the lyric. You guys can double check that. And Cappy could have asked him about that, which I'm sure Cappy would have known that lyric.
Of
I'm
course
sure,
I would have,
of one of his
naturally.
songs.
Yes, naturally,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, I mean, we've even got a picture of Mike Tyson up on our YouTube right now, and I remember when Mike Tyson got that face tattoo, and I was like, what is he doing? Because you can't go up to him and go, Bubby, come here. You got a little schmutz on your face. Come here, let me get that for you. And you lick your thumb and you try and wipe it off. It doesn't work like that for Mike Tyson. So,
I mean, listen, people are afraid of your nose cam, but, we don't argue about that.
Well, I know. People should be afraid of my nose cam because you can see all the hairs in my nose. You know, when you look up and you see him, you're like, ugh, and he's got gray hairs in his nose. I know. It's not listen, certain things freak certain people out. Face tattoos are something that does it for me. Let's move on.
Top of the hour, integrity shit out of the Lakers play the Timberwolves tonight at like 9 p.m.
Did you
I
guys
want to
do?
say it's steady. I want to say "Steady Mobbin." By the way, is the song. I could be wrong. That he talks about the face tat or neck tat in it. Go ahead, George. Sorry.
Okay. Did you guys do the whole "the Lakers are better without LeBron" thing any of the last 2 days?
Yesterday. Yeah, that was a yesterday bit. How dare you accuse us of doing that today? But yes, as a matter of fact, we did. Well, no. In all seriousness, there is no argument that numerically their season has performed better when Reeves and Luka are the focal points because it allows for more defenders to be on the court. I mean, I don't know how you can argue that.
Go ahead, George. Argue it.
Well, numerically, that's true, but it is still a fairly small sample size. And what I would say is I've seen teams have 3-5-man units that didn't necessarily work because of small samples in the regular season be incredibly important for them in the postseason.
Yeah. Well, okay, that's an interesting thing. So you're right. I remember vividly, and you and I were there together for this. In 2006, when the Heat won the NBA championship, they had an absolutely horrific record against teams in first place that year. Now, I bring that up. While I don't agree with George's point, I will support it this way. One would think, well, then obviously their 5-man units against good teams would not perform well in the postseason, but clearly, based on the fact they won the championship, it did, right? So that doesn't mean that this unit in a smaller sample size in the postseason may not perform well. My follow-up to your statement is, do you think this 3-man unit can perform well in the postseason?
Yeah, I think if they look, JJ told us the other day that their biggest issue is that they need to stop taking turns, that they need to realize that they need to utilize these last, whatever it is, 18 games, 17 games, to figure it out and also that doesn't necessarily mean just always playing this perfect symbiotic, chemistry-driven basketball, although that would help. But he even discussed just, hey, understanding that sometimes one of the three will have an inherent advantage in a given matchup, and that they need to be able to exploit that matchup, and the other guys need to be okay with that. Now, I think everyone has been okay. Like, this notion that it doesn't work, like, I think the one thing that's really annoying people that love to say that, and maybe it doesn't work. Like, I don't think they're incredibly compatible. But I just think that in the playoffs, games are different. And you need as many good players as you can on the floor together. And hopefully you have enough time to figure it out. But I think the thing that annoys the people the most is that LeBron has been, like, okay not being the guy. And being okay and being a good teammate about making sure that the ball is in Luka's hands as much as possible. Even when he got absolutely railroaded by Luka, okay? When Luka against the
I think it was against
Magic,
Orlando,
yeah, passed up that shot that clearly should have been a shot he took because he was open, and then threw a grenade to LeBron, and you know, where he was guarded and had to throw up a shot at the last second. Even LeBron there, like, if you look at, I know the headline was, well, you need to ask Luka, but if you listen to the context of what he said, it was very much like, yeah, look, you know, I thought he had a good look, but you know, maybe when he took that extra dribble, you know, he didn't feel comfortable from that distance, and you know, that's why he passed it. Like, he could have absolutely just avoided that question. Like, he's done the right thing, and I think if anything, that's what why people are searching even deeper on this, because LeBron hasn't really given them any bait on any of this.
I'm 41 years old.
If you're going to do glass half full possibilities with the Lakers, I get it. My concern would be, I think there's a big four of just monster competitors in the West of Oklahoma City, San Antonio, Minnesota, and Denver, that even if you do glass extreme half full with the Lakers, I don't think they can touch those four in a playoff series. And I'm going to tell you one other thing.
Yeah, I think they could beat. I'm not as high on Minnesota as you are.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that we forget that they've been in the conference. Not you, but I'm saying that, like, the progression thing in the NBA of, like, they've been in the conference championship game, the conference finals, each of the last 2 seasons is pretty damn impressive to me.
Yeah, but look at the path they took to get there in some of those cases. Not necessarily the toughest path, is what I would say.
Well, tell us the one other thing, Ev.
Yeah. So the one other thing is, I asked the question to our crew this morning. I said, let me play something out. Let's pretend every NBA player is healthy right now. Not in their prime, but healthy right this second. And let's pretend every NBA player has the best game they could possibly have. Is there anyone actually better than Kawhi Leonard? What they have done in turning this thing around, 6-21 to 32-32, and he's insane how good he is. He's just not always that all the time. And
I would say Victor Wembanyama, but okay. I mean, he's in the conversation, sure.
Right. So, and by the way, I'm not going to fight you on the Wembanyama part. The fact that Kawhi at this point, after all of the tree planting, aspiration, Uncle Dennis, all this stuff, they trade Harden. They've had a great record since that trade. They trade Zubac, right? And everybody thought, well, what are they doing? That's like mailing it in. They have been great. And I look at that team and I say, if there's going to be a Los Angeles team in the postseason that makes a run, are the Clippers more likely than the Lakers?
Well, first we got to get out of the play-in. Like that just makes it tough, right? And I don't see a scenario where that's going to happen. And then let's just say, for argument's sake, they end up being the 7. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, you mean get out of the play? Okay, I thought you meant like they're going to lose.
Right, they're not going to be able to get out of. Right, they're not going to be a playoff team. So
right. So they end up.
It means they'd have to play Oklahoma City or San Antonio in the first round, and no, I don't believe they can beat them in a 7-game series. Maybe, I mean, San Antonio, I'd give you a little bit of a better shot because they just have terrible shot variance when it comes to their 3.
That's what I was going to say about their shot variance. I was going to say that too.
You know,
I'm sure you are.
Happy and I were texting last night about Keldon Johnson as well. It's very interesting that happened. Yeah. He just sent an email, as a matter of fact, about the shot variance.
But no, I don't think so. I actually think if the Lakers played the Rockets in a series right now, they would win.
What an indictment on KD then in that scenario.
No, I don't think it's an indictment on KD. I think it's that team. No, I don't, because I think that team had a very that team is playing a point guard who's not a point guard because their point guard got hurt, and he's probably not going to be available. I mean, they're going to try, but he's probably not going to be available. And that team has got limitations. You want to talk about a team that can't shoot outside of KD? That's it. Like they're not ready in a way like that they thought. I think they thought that if KD was plucked into that team and plopped onto that team, that they would be a championship contender right away. And maybe if Van Vliet was 100% healthy, maybe that could have materialized, but that's not the case. So they're not a championship contender, in my opinion, and I don't think it has anything to do with KD. I just think, because honestly, it's the rest of those guys are not ready.
Ev, why are you saying an indictment on KD?
Because it's easy.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That's not at all. That's not at all.
Wow. Jeez, man. That was, boy.
Not at all.
Wow.
Sedano taking a gut
KD.
punch.
Oh, big time.
Just swiping at
Yeah,
Evco.
right. No reason for
Well,
that.
Royce Toney likes me fighting with Evan, so and there was some other guy who tweeted that
I didn't
too.
hear what you said.
Yeah, the guy who there's like the guy who tweet. Oh, Joel B likes when I fight with him.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that do enjoy when you guys battle back and forth. But why an indictment on KD?
I love KD. I think that KD is actually an underrated player in the NBA, and historically, I think his run in Golden State, people hold against him for some stupid reason. I would say that you look at the way in which he played, especially his defense, which I thought was excellent, and it actually has become underrated. It's an indictment because, in theory, this was the last stop. He had his choice, and he chose Houston because they were closest to potentially winning now, and they wouldn't be winning now. And now you also look at them and say, I'm not sure that they can definitely win later.
Oh, I don't agree
win
with
now
that.
And you can't win later.
I don't agree with that. I do think they can win later because they're young. Like, outside of him, they're young.
I'm not a now and later guy. I would take Starburst and Skittles above it, but I just think in this case, I don't know. And by the way, people like us fighting. I thought there was something that's very interesting that happened last week. A lot of people saying a lot of good things about what happened with us last week. CMM, not there.
Yeah, I listened to the segment. I thought it was good.
Oh, you did?
Okay.
Not on Tuesday. I listened back to it when I put it together for Saturday.
Okay. And you thought it was good?
Yeah, it was fine.
Evan, only fine.
Was it great?
It was good or it was fine?
It was serviceable. How about that?
Oh, you've gotten progressively worse. From good.
Well, if I say it's
fine,
good, that's
and
not
then
the
serviceable.
hook. That's not the hook Evan's looking for.
Ev, what hook are you looking for, Ev?
I didn't know I was looking for a hook. I did. There was one other question I had to answer, by the way, because Bergman and I were talking off air, which I'll bring on air.
Double sty guy
excited.
Bergman.
Yeah, he's very excited about the Raiders. And I said, I understand what they did. It's not what I would have done, but I understand what they did.
So
Why would you
have done?
not have done that?
Well, thanks for asking. So I think there's a hole in the NFL for a team to act like the Thunder acted in the NBA. And I thought the Raiders were ripe for the taking. I have realized something that I did not fully understand prior. Do you know how rare it is that success plays out when a team drafts with their own pick, number 1 overall, a quarterback? Do you know that the last 7 quarterbacks drafted number 1 overall haven't made it to 30 years old with the team that drafted them? Do you know since 1970, only 3 players that were drafted by a team won a Super Bowl with that same team, number 1 overall at the quarterback position? Inherently, drafting number 1 means you're terrible, and it means you're not ready for a quarterback. And it means more likely than not you should not draft a quarterback number 1 overall with your own pick. And that's a key catch to this. John Elway, Broncos, Colts pick. Eli Manning, Giants, Chargers pick. Caleb Williams, Bears, Panthers pick. Jared Goff with the Rams was not their pick, right? So I think there's an opportunity, and Canty threw this out on our show, for the Raiders to have traded out of that pick. And what I would have done is I would have said to the Dolphins, give me Tua, but you have to give me a second-rounder. I would have signed every player that is a debatable player to try to then flip. Steph Diggs, Tyreek Hill, etc. And I would have taken on bad contracts and stockpiled my team with picks. Because what they've done now is they've absolutely built a much better team for Mendoza than they had 2 days ago. But numbers would provide us that he will play there 5, 6, 7 years, not go to nor win a Super Bowl, and the players they will have now will be nice, but not really work itself out.
Right, I get that, but didn't Joe Burrow go to a Super Bowl?
Joe Burrow was the number one overall pick in the 2020 draft. Yeah,
right, but that's again, you can't. But you can't necessarily go apples to apples on that as far back as you went, because the salary cap structure is completely changed on quarterbacks post Sam Bradford. So, like, the further back you go, those numbers are really irrelevant right now.
Sam Bradford, number one overall pick, 2010. Just points of information as we go along here.
Right. So, Trevor Lawrence, who I love, has not done anything in terms of.
But he's been a playoff quarterback.
2021, number one.
No, Mendoza may take them to the playoffs.
Right. Bryce Young has been went to the playoffs this year. Caleb Williams, I understand it's not their pick, but he went to the playoffs this year.
Bryce Young also not their pick.
I get it, but the point is that there has been a different, like, you're extrapolating too far. Like, I think if you look at the recent success of guys in that position, and I would still include Caleb, despite it being not their pick, they still chose him in that spot, even though it wasn't their pick. It became their pick. So you're doing a semantics thing there. But whatever.
No, I'm not.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We can play the semantics game. It's fine. But
it's not semantics at all, because of the fact that the gap between picking first and ninth in the NFL is enormous relative to teams.
Right, but they had the pick.
Ninth means you had a bad season.
They still chose to use the pick there.
Carolina, no. But the move is the Raiders. Let's just use the Raiders, the team we're talking about. If they were trading out of that pick, and they would stockpile for next year, and they did not have the number one pick, the history would show you, recent history, you're better off packaging multiple picks to get a number one in the year you don't have it than drafting one in the year you do have it.
Okay, I get it, but what I'm telling you is, if you look at even Kyler Murray, who just got cut, okay, Baker Mayfield, 2018, okay, right, but they've at least made the playoffs. The Raiders have been one of the worst franchises in the sport, okay? Baker Mayfield took the Browns to the playoffs. Kyler Murray took the Cardinals. Again, the Cardinals and Browns are the Raiders, okay? And they took them to the playoffs. Joe Burrow went to a Super Bowl. Trevor Lawrence been to the playoffs. Bryce Young went to the playoffs. I know you want to eliminate Caleb Williams. I think it's ridiculous semantics, but nonetheless, I'll eliminate him.
Caleb, I'd like to eliminate. But Bryce, too. That wasn't their pick.
Okay, whatever, man. I mean, you're doing this semantic thing. You're twisting yourself in a pretzel to make this point that, again, recent history will tell you you'll make the playoffs with these kind of guys. And the Raiders have been so bad that is a huge step for them. And by the way, far be it from me to defend the actual Raiders, who have been an absolute atrocity of a franchise for the better part of 20-some-odd years. But I just feel like what you're saying makes zero sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, every NFL person I've thrown this out to says it's 1,000% correct. It's all based in fact.
Okay, well, I get that every NFL person you say to, but recent history will tell you otherwise to make the playoffs. You're putting the measuring stick at winning a Super Bowl. The Raiders haven't been to a Super Bowl since the people who are listening now. Like, think about it. They went to the Super Bowl in 2003, okay? It is 2026. A kid has been born, graduated college, okay, potentially, since the last time they were in a Super Bowl. So to make that the benchmark is kind of is not fair to a team that's been this destitute.
That's the Raiders fan. So, Bergman, if I tell you Mendoza's there 7 years, okay, and you make it to the playoffs twice, massive success. Based on what George is saying, or not a success?
I mean, I think, again, that sounds like kind of semantic. It's tough to be able to say. If it's 2 times in 7 years, no, I don't think that's a success. But I also don't think that they had, if you go back in time for all these quarterbacks that they take number one overall, it's a little bit different. Did they have 11 draft picks? Did they have $115 million in cap space to spend?
Yeah, that context matters.
They were able to do something because they got rid of basically 75% of their roster and then traded away Max Crosby to get 2 number one overall picks, which they're going to get another number one next year. So they have 2 first-round picks next year. There's a lot that is going on with this Raiders team that to be doing what they're doing this year makes sense.
Evan, they made the playoffs twice in 23 years, man. Twice.
Yeah.
So if they make it twice in 7 years, for them, that's a success.
Okay. it's just, as I said, it's not what I would have done, but I understand what they're doing. Those were the exact words I said to Greg. It's not what I would have done, but I understand what they're doing. And the one thing I do like that they're not doing, because there were rumors that they were going to be all in for Trey Hendrickson, which that, saying nothing about the player, but the age and the cost.
No, that's dumb.
Absolutely no sense. Made absolutely no sense. So everybody they're getting are, former first, high draft,
25
guys,
years
young
old.
guys.
Played at
Yeah,
big-time
getting guys from
schools,
Georgia.
big-time conferences. That's right. Georgia, Michigan. That's my whole point, is that you're getting guys that come from winning programs, and you're getting guys that were 4 of the 6 guys that they signed yesterday are former first-round draft choices. They all come from the highest level of college football. They're all moving into the primes of their careers. A lot of people might look at it and go, well, wait a second. You just got 4 guys who were former first-round draft choices. Yeah. Well, why didn't their other team sign them? Well, there's a million other reasons why they might not have signed them. But you went out and got guys who 4 or 5 years ago were first-round draft choices from Georgia or Michigan or an All-American from Iowa. I thought what the Raiders did yesterday was setting up for using the number 1 overall pick on Mendoza. Obviously.
Yeah,
They're actually setting him up for success for once. Like most teams, to your point, are so bad, you know?
Well, it's numerically, it's pretty interesting because in the history of the NFL draft, only 4 number 1 overall quarterbacks have made it to the Hall of Fame. And if you want to use the Bradford contract line as a line of demarcation, since then, how many of those guys can you even imagine in your head going to the Hall of Fame besides Stafford?
I mean, Joe Burrow, if he can stay healthy, is a Hall of Fame talent. There's no question.
Yeah, but he's missed the playoffs more than he's made the playoffs. He's not healthy.
He also plays for the Cincinnati Bengals. So
right.
I think there's that too,
Right.
you know?
Okay.
Evan, listen,
You know what it is you see this thing through your Patriots prism, and that's not the way most organizations work. You've been very fortunate that a kid growing up in
the quarterback in the top 5.
You've been very fortunate that you grew up in New York and somehow latched onto some Boston team at some point in your life, and win to the Super Bowl 11 times.
Right, but the Patriots just went to the Super Bowl with a top 5 pick that was there. So it's not only a Patriot prism. It literally has to do with specifically, Canty brought up the argument that I have not heard anyone bring up, which was that the Raiders should actually trade out of it. When he said it initially on the air, I said, that is nuts. I don't know why they would do that. And then I did the homework, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe you're onto something here. Because inevitably, teams are not ready to. Now, the Raiders have done a nice thing here, right? They've Linderbaum, et cetera. But teams are not ready to inherit a number 1 overall pick at the quarterback position because they're so bad. By the way, I'll add one addendum. If the Raiders, in my opinion, are smart enough to not play him right away, I will take a step back and I would say, you know what? They're really doing this right. Not because he may not be ready, but there's no point in exposing him to whatever it is he's going to be exposed to right off the bat.
Well, I think that they need to. Well, that will be something that will be determined. I think they'll figure that out during training camp and preseason, et cetera, et cetera. But I do think that what they're doing is smart by setting him up for success. Like they've invested in an offensive line, which, by the way, will help their running back who had no holes last year, who they drafted very high. And that will allow him to have some success. He's got the perfect safety blanket in Brock Bowers. And,
presuming he stays healthy.
Right, for sure. Right. But he tried to play through an injury last year, which was probably dumb in retrospect. And that's not necessarily all on him. That's probably on the organization too. So ultimately what I would say is, yeah, look, the numbers say, Hall of Fame is also a pretty high bar. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you need a Hall of Fame quarterback to win a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, Joe Flacco is not a Hall of Fame quarterback, and he's won a Super Bowl.
Right. Well, take names out for a second. When you draft a quarterback number 1 overall, okay, you expect him to be a franchise quarterback.
Of course.
Right? Is that
yes.
fair?
Right.
Sure.
Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Let's define what franchise quarterback then is. In order to be a franchise quarterback, a quarterback needs to do what?
Well, first of all, they need to conduct themselves a certain way. They need to be able to be the guy that eventually that the guys respond to, right? And that means they got to win games.
No face tattoos per Cappy.
Right. Can't have those because that freaks people out. Keep going.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And win games.
So off the field, like true QB1, win games, which means let's just use a 10-year sample size. Franchise quarterback, 10 years, class act off the field. That guy needs to make the playoffs. How many years out of 10?
I would say 4 out of 10.
Correct.
Yep, 4 out of 10. And by the way, just real quickly, again, I like to share philosophy. If you have a first-round quarterback, not even a number 1 overall quarterback, if you have a first-round quarterback, and that quarterback is a 10-year starter, and you have not been to a Super Bowl with that quarterback, that's the end of the relationship. You got 10 years. And if you can't make it to a Super Bowl, and listen, Joe Burrow has made it. He hasn't won one, but he's made it. If you can't get to a Super Bowl, that means Cam Ward, Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, Trevor Lawrence, all these guys
Justin
who've been
Herbert.
number 1 overall picks.
Number 1. He wasn't number 1.
Right. But if you can't make it to a Super Bowl in 10 years as a first-round draft choice, it's time to move on. So if you can
wouldn't get,
if you can make it
that's
to
a lot
4
of years, obviously, but
4, if you can make if in 10 years as a first-round quarterback, you can go to 4 playoff appearances, you've done pretty well.
Evan Cohen did his homework before he had
did.
the take.
Well,
you know where he learned that skill? He learned it at the Greg Bergman School of Content.
I figured as much. I figured.
If you need another lesson plan, Evan, let me know. I can get you on the schedule at the one and only Greg Bergman School of Content. You can hear Evan Cohen, a recent graduate, every weekday morning, 3 to 7 a.m. unsportsmanlike
nice shot,
with
man.
Evan Canty and Michelle. How do you feel about this one, Evan? You feel good about this segment?
very serious sports talk.
It was hardcore.
It was hard, very hard. That's why I try and start off with something lighthearted.
When we do hardcore stuff like this, we only play one thing. Oh, hold on.
66 WNBC.
There you go. Evan Cohen, take the rest of the day off, will you?
Check your email. Check your email. All right? Don't forget.
Cabby's going to connect you with 6 other people.
Right. Check your email, man.
And I'm sure it has nothing to do that will benefit him. Trust me when I tell you that.
Yes,
Nothing.
Doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm helping somebody else. I'm helping 2 parties.
I actually think he may be. I really think he may be. Unless he's somehow sneaky this kid's agent and he gets a cut off of any deal this guy gets.
No, you know what it is?
Yeah. What is it?
Something for the parent, like the dad or something. Like that's what it is. Come on, man.
Boy, oh boy.
Come on.
Listen.
He's hooking you up with some kid for something.
Let's Cappy.
Yep.
George is on something.
Okay.
Let's be real about
Yep.
it.
Go ahead.
First of all, I happen to love Cappy, right? Of
let's
everyone
pop the
on this
music
show, No, I'm serious. Of everyone on this show, I've known him historically the least. Bergman, Morales, and I worked together in 2007.
Wow.
Sedano and I have known each other every day since 2003.
Since the Raiders last won a Super Bowl.
They lost that Super Bowl.
Or excuse me, lost. Right, lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Come on, George.
Yeah. Lindsay and I have known each other for a long time also. Cappy and I know each other the least. And I had this moment last night when he sent me this text. And I'm like, I really do like this guy. He's really great. That just like the way he's thinking and how he's reaching out. But I maybe just thought the best of you. Now that we do this for the world to hear on ESPN LA, this is, hey, I know this broadcaster. Can you connect him with people in that state because of the fact that you worked and lived in that state of Wisconsin? I know this guy. Hook him up a little bit, see what you can do.
Right.
I never thought ulterior motive.
No ulterior
Cappy,
motive.
Let's just reveal what is the ulterior motive.
This young man was a kid who I was mentoring several years ago. He went to Syracuse. He got his degree from Syracuse. He was one of these Jim Nantz All-American guys. And he got done with college, and he found his first job in broadcasting in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where he's like the number 3 guy or number 4 guy at a little local TV station. 2 years later, the guy has moved his way up. He's young. He's talented. He's fresh-faced. He'll work his ass off. And I said to myself, given his coverage of the Green Bay Packers and given GKB's involvement with some radio station in Milwaukee, I said, this is a great connection, and I want to help this kid grow in the industry. And I said, let's connect him to Evan Cohen. I don't know his father. I barely know his mother. But the kid is such a great kid and such a hard worker.
Time out.
Yeah.
Time out.
Yeah.
What do you mean you barely know his mother?
I mean, I know her as a pure acquaintance. I know the kid. I don't really know the family at all. So
I've mentored people. I don't know their parents.
yeah, I think I was introduced to the mom, and she told me about her kid, and I said, well, why don't you give him my number? And then he did. And then
Where were you introduced?
I don't remember much because I don't really know the woman. I really don't. Now, George is accusing me of like playing agent. Now, if you guys do any work with him and he does make any money, I will do what George said, and I'll tell him he owes me 10%. But in the short term, my heart's in the right place. I'm just trying to connect the two people that I really care about. That's all.
CMM, let's go to you on this.
What do you
We're
think,
doing a
CMM?
deep dive investigation as to what's in it for Cappy.
Yeah, what is in it for me?
Cappy's agent's name is Rick Diamond, and that should tell you everything you need to know.
Although we call him Joe
I know
Emerald.
Rick Diamond.
Yeah, we call him Joe
Rick
Emerald.
Diamond.
Yeah.
So, Cappy, I love him to death. He's one of my dear friends. We spend a lot of time together. But Cappy, at the root of everything, is a sleazeball.
Okay.
So that's all you need to know.
Okay.
So there's something
that's
going on.
excessive. I wouldn't go that far. I would just say that, Cappy is always, he's trying to see if, he can get some for Cappy.
All I tell you guys is this. In this particular instance, if I told you guys the real story, which is not for air, you guys would be like, wow, you're doing a really sweet thing for the show, man.
You're a mensch, Cappy.
See? A mensch. A mensch. You tell him, George.
What's the real story?
There's a lot more to it, you know.
Like what?
There's always a lot
Family
more.
history, and some things that happen.
Do you know, like, the
along
uncle?
the kid, life, and
What about,
whether
like, the
young man has
grandparents?
persevered, so things
Cappy,
like
I
that.
have a serious question
Yes,
about
sir.
this young man's
Yes,
work.
sir. Yes.
Okay, this will be my final question.
All right.
You're vouching for him.
Yep.
You're on the biggest station in L.A. talking about how good this guy is.
Yep.
You've sent me the text and the email in segment.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have done this if he had a face tattoo?
There's no chance I would have ever gone near this kid. I'd have run the opposite direction. I'd be like, yo, man, I don't know what your deal is at 19 or 20 years old, but any guy that's got a face tattoo that young, bro, I'm going in the opposite direction. So, no, if he had the face tattoo, I would not make this recommendation. And he probably wouldn't be on TV the way he is in Green Bay, Wisconsin. What do you think of that? Does that work?
I think we said it all.
Yeah.
We did say it all. 38 minutes nonstop today with Evan Cohen.
Wow.
You can hear Unsportsmanlike weekdays, 3 to 7 a.m.
I'm even bored by me. Jeez,
Well,
I can't imagine the audience.
Evan, take the rest of the day off, will you please? Hear him tomorrow morning
No.
with Evan Canty, and Michelle. Meanwhile, we're going to talk to you in a few minutes, honestly.
Evan,
But
you should
first-
take a nap because you know what? The Lakers don't play till 8 o'clock tonight. That's 11 o'clock Eastern time. Go take a nap so you can wake up and watch the Laker game tonight.
Let's talk about our friend Jacob Emrani, guys.
I would love to.
Did George leave us?
No, George is
No,
done.
I'm here.
Okay.
George quit.
Let's talk about Jacob Emrani, please.
No, I was just happy Neil Cat finally left, that I wore him down in the YouTube chat because he hates everything I say. So
Well, I mean, they were all over you early in the YouTube chat about your defense of LeBron constantly.
Right, but then when I switched to the Raiders, they all were like, wait, now what do we do?
he's defending LeBron, and he's kind of beating up on the Raiders.
No, I was defending the Raiders.
Well, you kind of beat up on Evan.
Right, but I was defending the Raiders, which is what surprised them. They're like, wait, what? Now, how? What? Now what do we do?
Wait, I actually agree with Sedano on everything that he says about the Raiders, but nothing about
miscreants.
LeBron.
Poor little miscreants.
Oh, you guys, man. Wow. You guys just don't like it that
Poor little
Sedano
miscreants.
defends LeBron
Poor
on
little,
everything.
We'll pat you on the head, miscreant.
You guys don't like that, do you? I don't either, believe me.
Aw. Hey, you know what though?
What?
Miscreants, if you ride a motorcycle in LA, it means you can do everything right, and you can get taken out by just a driver who just didn't see you, Cappy. A quick lane change, a left turn, a sudden stop, and when a rider gets hit, the injuries are often pretty serious.
You would think so. If you were hurt in a motorcycle accident, do not let the insurance company minimize what happened or try to pin it on you to save money, because Jacob and Ronnie's team, they fight for riders. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Cappy. Here's the deal. Get a free consultation, no obligation case review, and remember, there's no fee unless you win, okay? They know how to prove things, okay, over at the Law Office of Jacob and Ronnie, and prove what happened with the right investigation, the right witnesses, the medical support you need, okay? Get that consultation. Call this number, 800-345-6789, or go to calljacob.com, Cappy.
Yep. And tomorrow, I just want to make sure I got this right.
I believe it's tonight.
Oh, it is tonight.
Because
Okay.
yesterday we said tomorrow.
Okay. Tonight, then, Call Jacob is having a bike night at Cycle Gear in Huntington Beach from 5 to 7 p.m. So this almost sounds like a little happy hour action. Music, raffles, food, and prizes. So bring your motorcycle and have some fun with Jacob and Ronnie and his team at Cycle Gear in Huntington Beach.
All right.
That's you closed now, Chris.
Oh. Well, I didn't know if we had to do the 6-7 one more time.
Well, then you need to get to the Greg Bergman School of Content
I should
and figure things out.
I was too busy thinking about all the hogs tonight in Huntington Beach.
You going to go?
I'm not, because we're going to be at the Lakers
that's
game.
right.
And it's a live imaging Tuesday.
Forgot about
But
that.
if you got a hog and you want to take it down for Jacob, go to Huntington Beach. So what was the place again?
The name of the place is Cycle Gear.
All right, there you go. 8:40 in the morning on a live imaging Tuesday. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Frankly, we did 41 minutes nonstop. So we'll see you in a few right here on ESPN LA.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Hey, it's Bethel Duran. Everyone loves the new 2026 Toyota Electric BZ XLE that has a range of over 300 miles. You can drive one away on a 36-month lease with any old free and clear trade-down for only $239 a month. That's a $36,000 car that needs no gas. No cash required. Just drive any old car, truck, or van you own outright in the Wonders Toyota or Northridge Toyota and drive out with a $239 lease payment.
2026 Toyota BZ XLE FWD. Offer good on any BZ model in stock with an MSRP under $36,650. Over 10 to choose from. Lease excludes tax, title, license, and dealer fees.
Hey, it's May. Shoot your shot on Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play just $5. That's right. Prize Picks now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. Prize Picks makes every dunk, every dime, and every board that much more exciting. So don't miss this chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you can cash in. Pick from all your favorite sports, anything from basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer, college basketball, tennis, golf, esports, and more. Prize Picks puts their users first, so all withdrawals are fast and secure. Prize Picks accepts most major payment methods, making deposits into your account quick and easy this sports season. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E, $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
It's going to be all right. Keep your head up.
This is a special notice to U.S. taxpayers owing $10,000 or more to the IRS. Tax Relief Advocates is urgently notifying taxpayers that tax relief initiatives are now available that may significantly reduce or eliminate what you owe. If you're afraid of an IRS lien, levy, or wage garnishment, don't lose hope. You can now take advantage of these current relief programs to end all collections, reduce the amount you owe, and resolve your tax problem. Even if you have years of unfiled tax returns or are already in a payment plan, you may still qualify for significant relief. Struggling taxpayers can now get relief they need during these hard economic times. A hotline has been established by Tax Relief Advocates for you to call and see what you qualify for. They are A+ rated with the BBB and have over 1,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait. Call 800-575-9087, 800-575-9087. That's 800-575-9087, or simply visit TRA.com.
8:43, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a live Imaging Tuesday. Join ESPN LA for a Lakers watch party and live remote broadcast on Monday, March 16th at Bar Louie in the city of Downey. Beto Duran, the Cisco Kid, goes live at 5 p.m. with Lakers pregame. The Toyota Lakers countdown to tip-off. Watch with fellow fans, enjoy ice-cold Michelob Ultra, and enter for a chance to win tickets and exclusive signed gear. Don't miss it. That's this upcoming Monday, a week from yesterday, at Bar Louie in Downey with ESPN LA and Michelob Ultra, the official beer sponsor of your Los Angeles Lakers. I know what you're thinking. You didn't think Beto Duran was allowed to go back to Downey after that thing he got into a few years ago. But that's okay. Bar Louie in Downey, going to be a party Monday night. So be sure to be there with Beto. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show, we are back in 2.5 minutes from right now.
Hey, Laker fans, it's time to team up with National University for an affordable, achievable bachelor's or master's degree. Choose 4 8-week courses and call timeout anytime. You need free tutoring, career counseling, and more. Plus, NU has a generous transfer credit policy and offers year-round enrollment. Best of all, our Year of You scholarship awards up to $6,000 annually toward an industry-current bachelor's or master's degree. Apply by March 31st at nu.edu. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, Ty Pennington here, back teaming up with Pechanga Resort Casino to give away another brand new house. Imagine yourself in an amazing, fully furnished, multi-million-dollar home in beautiful Orange County. All you need to do is play your favorite slots or table games at Pechanga Resort Casino. It's that easy. Visit Pechanga every Saturday to activate your entries for a chance to win a lucky key to the May 30th grand finale. I'll see you there.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Yeah, we're just a couple of guys messing around. That's what we are.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
8:47, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a WBC Tuesday presented by our friends at Providence. Happy birthday. She turns 42 today. Carrie Underwood, Cappy. Carrie Underwood.
Speaking of sunglasses, I love the graphic on YouTube. Welcome to the Bergman School of Content. Got to have those dark sunglasses on, though, because when you got the double sty.
Yeah, you got to have that.
That's why it is great to have Carlo Cisu running social media this morning. The master. This is the game. This is the big picture plan, was to get Carlo here eventually. And I told him we'll do whatever we need to do every morning to have him here with us as part of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. You might have to do some favors for him.
Hey, Carlo, if you're going to start doing this in the morning, we better find ourselves like a 5 a.m. F45 class. We go rock out at F45. What, 4 a.m.? I'm not doing 4 a.m. 5 a.m. I'll do. 5:30 would be ideal. 5:30 to 6:30, come in all sweaty and gross. Then we get done, we go take a shower. I mean, not together necessarily. We
Come on, together.
We have showers in that. We have like locker room showers.
LAPC, yeah, LAPC. They still got that shower.
Well, they have but that's like a single. That's not like
messing around. That's what we are.
That's
you
not
could
like
both get in there.
multiple shower
Yeah, but
heads
you
in
could
there.
get in there together if you had to.
Carlo, love you, babe. Don't need to shower with you. You know what I'm saying? Could if I had to in the worst case scenario.
How do you know? Maybe he's got something you want to see.
I don't know, man.
Quack, quack.
No, I'm going to get a memo about this one afterward.
You
Somebody's going
deserve
to
a
tell me
memo.
about, we shouldn't do showering together integrity on the radio. Hey, you know what?
Well, I mean, listen, guys shower together in locker rooms after
Exactly.
games, you know?
Yeah.
Please.
I just need to take Carlo to an F45 one day and kick his freaking ass after what he said to me. Wow, I'm so impressed with a guy your age still doing this. Gosh, it really hurt my feelings, Carlo. Really did, young fella. You know?
Copy.
Anyway.
Meanwhile, we did go very long today with Evan Cohen, which means we got to get some stuff done. The Rich Eisen Show begins terrestrially at the top of the hour. We're out at 56:20. We'll continue for the YouTube hour on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles and on the app if you're listening. Just stay there. But, Cappy, let's talk about our friends at VisionWorks. I'm wearing my beautiful VisionWorks glasses today.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to put yours on?
I am right now because I need them. Because at this particular point in the program, I need my glasses.
Our friends at VisionWorks are taking care of you. Here's the thing. Get that annual eye exam. Go see our friends at VisionWorks. They're all over the place. Go to VisionWorks. Just look them up on the Google. Go to the Brea store like I went to. Maybe the Santa Ana store where Cappy went. Or the Fullerton store where we did the extravaganza a few weeks ago. Right there on Harbor and Orangethorpe. Cappy, the Italian Stallion, That day he came in for his glasses, guess what? He already got them delivered last week to the house.
No way, really?
Yes.
Hey, I'll tell you this right now. I had this thing where I was like, if I wear glasses, if I wear readers, I'm only going to weaken my eyes. So if I just continue to go without readers and struggle to see things, then I won't weaken my eyes. It was just the dumbest, stupidest thing I could have ever thought of. Because now I find myself wearing these new glasses that I got from VisionWorks. And a lot of times I'll be like, I'll take them up, I'll pull them up, I'll be like, oh, it's so blurry. Then I put them back on, I'm like, crystal clear. Like, why did I wait so long? And when you go for an eye exam, they're not just looking for your vision. They're going to test your vision, but it's all kinds of other things like glaucoma, diabetes, things that they may find that you had no idea. And that happens with an eye exam. So you got to make sure you go to VisionWorks. And guys, trust me, I know a lot of us were busy. We can't get there. They'll work with you on weekends, on evenings. No excuses, man. You got to take care of Los Ojos.
Exactly.
You hear
Plus,
that,
they got the BOGO. Buy one, get one free, only at VisionWorks. And I've been asked a lot, do they have designer brands? Yeah. You can get Gucci in there. You can get designer brand names, whatever you want.
Dude, I got Ferragamos.
Exactly.
Okay? Like, people who wear Ferragamo shoes, you're always like, oh, damn, those are expensive shoes. I got these Ferragamo lenses. People are looking at them like, damn, dog, you got some nice-ass glasses.
And here's the thing. You're getting your tax refund. Do not waste it. Do not waste it.
Not on chicharrones.
Not on chicharrones or live read integrity. Don't waste that money. Spend it at VisionWorks and spend it on your eyes. 8:52 in the morning. Meanwhile, it is time for the Morning Wood.
Mm-hmm.
The headline of the day, I don't really know what it is, but brought to you by Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-624 or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Bergie, homeboy. Bergie, you think I broke my pen on that one?
I think you did. You slammed that pen.
Well, he did. He was
hard.
very adamant that you should not spend your tax refund on chicharrones, and he really, to emphasize it,
yeah,
he threw his pen.
Yeah, pull an air check of that one in the back.
Okay. All right.
Yes, Sedano.
Will do. Back to Sedano. Back to Sedano, who's still really, I think, recovering, if I had to take a guess, from the ongoing argumentation between he and Evan Cohen. You know, George.
Oh, not at all. In the meantime, I made myself, I cooked myself over hard egg with a bagel.
Oh, really?
What's an
put a little
over hard
olive oil
egg?
drizzle on it.
An over hard egg. Let me tell you what an over hard egg
No
is.
yolk in it.
Right. So here's what happens. You ever go to McDonald's and you get yourself an Egg McMuffin, and on the inside they've cooked the egg so much that the yolk is kind of like a little
Hardened.
it's full. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just part of.
Right.
It's like part of the the egg. It's hard. Yeah.
Like if I go to a restaurant, they go, "How would you like your eggs, sir?" I go, "Over hard." I want them over hard. I don't want the juice flying out of the yolk. I don't need it to be like I don't know, like I just need the yellow part to be hard. You know, like an Egg McMuffin.
So you don't like it runny?
I don't want it runny at all. Okay. I just want it hard. So George, you made an over hard egg and a bagel. Everything bagel?
No, plain bagel. I put everything, the little everything, seasoning on it. Yeah.
You put it on the bagel, or you put it in the eggs?
No, you put olive oil first. Drizzle the olive oil on the bagel first.
Okay.
Then you put the seasoning on top because then it sticks to the bagel.
All right.
Did you cook the egg in olive oil?
No, Pam.
Oh, Pam.
Did you use regular Pam or olive oil Pam? Because they have
olive
an
oil
olive
Pam.
Oh, so it was an olive oil.
How about an avocado oil?
No. Olive oil much better than avocado. Avocado oil is not bad for you. It's not like these horrible seed oils that are out there. But olive oil is the best if you can use it.
Mm-hmm. I usually take that everything bagel seasoning and I actually throw it in the eggs while I'm cooking the eggs. So
A
then
lot
the
of salt, though.
everything bagel seasoning is in the egg, but I want that flavor. I want that poppy seed. I want
At
that
your
garlic.
age, you got to kind of watch out all that sodium.
Really?
Especially with the blood pressure meds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to watch out, homeboy.
Mm.
You get
Well,
up there, man.
I will tell you this. You know,
Yes.
you guys have guilted me into not using those caffeine packs. You know, those little. They're not Zins. They're called whips. You know. Right, whip. So, George, last week on Friday when I was, oh God, wait a second. Morales is now doing the nay-nay all over Briones. When I drove to Mammoth last
That's
week.
how you're gonna get. That's how you get the sty. So be careful.
Oh yeah, careful. Wash your hands.
At least I'm wearing glasses.
Wash your elbow. Yeah.
Again, fun weekend.
I was driving to Mammoth last Friday, and I'm about 2-3 hours into this drive, and I'm starting to like yawn and get tired. And we stopped for gas. And I'm like, you know what? Now's the time. I took one of those little whips, put it in my mouth, and everybody's like, well, do you need me to drive? I'm like, no, I got my second wind. I was on fire for the next 5 hours. No stopping me.
That's good for your heart.
No slowing me down. So
good.
I chose to whip. You chose to nay-nay. Now I want an everything bagel, and I want an over-hard egg. And I'd like some bacon and avocado in that thing, too.
Oh, that's good.
No good?
No, it's good.
Who do I got to know in town that's got an everything bagel, over-hard egg, crispy bacon and avocado delivered here to the station? Who do I got to know?
Alex.
Oh, yeah, he would be the man. You're right.
He would be the man.
Yeah, he would.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on Live Imaging Tuesday, presented by Providence. We gather around for another hour of top-notch wannabe sports talk. And when I say wannabe, it's because all the other people that try to do it want to be us. We're better than everybody else. I guarantee you. Take a listen. Do a fact check. Use your ears. And you'll know who the best show in town is. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Back next.
Have you heard the refinancing rule of thumb that says you have to drop your rate at least 0.5% to refi because it'll take several years of savings to recoup the closing costs for a refi? The Loan Exchange says the rule is nonsense. With a Loan Exchange free closer, you can lower your rate without paying any cost whatsoever. That's right, lower your rate with no cost and your balance doesn't go up. You start saving on the first day you have the loan and every day thereafter. If you decide to move next year or rates drop further, you can exchange that loan for another without losing a dollar that was tied up in closing costs. Today's 30-year fixed-free closer rate in APR is 5.625%. So if your current mortgage rate is higher than 5.625%, give the Loan Exchange a call at 855-752-9944 or log on to theloanexchange.com. It won't cost you a thing. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Call 855-752-9944 or visit theloanexchange.com.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. You know I'm serious about the game day menu, right? If we've got the game on, I'm not messing around in the kitchen. You know what I'm doing? I'm going straight to Pizza Hut. Right now, they've got two insane deals. A large one-topping pizza or a medium three-topping pizza for just $9.99 each when you carry out. Order online at pizzahut.com, or if you don't have it by now, grab your phone and download the Pizza Hut app and bring home a guaranteed win tonight.
Available at participating locations. Extra charge for stuffed crust and original pan, extra cheese, and extra toppings.
Time to bench those other job sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build your championship roster. What's the advantage? With ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire someone fast, you get them fast, but you also get the MVP for your team. Plus, ZipRecruiter doesn't make candidates wait to take the shot. It passes the ball right to them. Building your team or scouting fresh talent, ZipRecruiter runs the full court with powerful technology that immediately gets your job in front of the right players. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have come to ZipRecruiter for their hiring needs, and why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. ZipRecruiter makes hiring faster, smarter, and more efficient from post to hire before the competition can even cross half court. It's a slam dunk with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your 6 figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year 1 needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, we've seen it all, and we're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box. Get started at hrblock.com.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Previously Previously on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
And Chris, you're going to be okay? We're going to get you better tomorrow? I mean, you're not going to give me this corona, whatever you got.
Norovirus.
No,
he doesn't. He's not contagious anymore after a week.
Not corona.
No, there's other stuff flying around here, but not that.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, Windsy, I think he's got strep throat. Bergie's got a sty in his eye.
I hear two
but are styes like contagious?
If you do it like that.
Wait, what?
You know.
No, quack, quack.
Just saying. You got to wash your hands, man.
The face. Got to wash the face.
Hey, you know when Bergie comes back, we should have like a big bottle of antibacterial for him. Here, wash your hands, you animal.
Yeah.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
Nice to meet the ball.
Are you
man.
coming here tonight?
Yes, sir.
Are we watching the WBC USA Mexico at 5 p.m. together?
My flight will arrive at 6:12.
So that's a no.
And no, I would say I will meet you at the dog by 7.
All right.
Yeah, we got to watch USA Mexico tonight for sure.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
SIG, Sports Information Group, just got back to Sedano. We go to our SIG update desk in George Sedano.
All right, this is from our buddy Zach in the SIG group.
It's a real person?
Zach. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just AI.
Oh, no, this is like real people.
Oh, just sitting there in the SIG office?
We at ESPN, we employ real people, not robots.
This isn't Grok. This isn't Claude.
A little sabor?
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the güero on the radio.
Giant Mexican, horn section. And
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
give me a freaking break.
I'm reacting to Art Bell.
Yeah.
Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to
Bit Boy.
Right now.
Monstrous. Beto, I don't want to eat that. We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
So, mongrels, stay tuned.
So I Radio Ronaldo'd that bleep.
Yeah. You got it. Yeah. Here comes
9:02 and 50 seconds. Good morning. Oh, it sounds so good, doesn't it? In your ear, on YouTube, a live imaging Tuesday presented by Providence. The way Los Angeles should wake up with a show of record, a show that can talk hardcore sports like we did earlier with Evan Cohen, and make you smile, make you feel something inside.
Mm-hmm. You know what's making me feel something inside right now is I'm looking at the YouTube chat. And you guys know a guy in the YouTube chat named Mac Musso?
Yeah, we met him at VisionWorks.
Oh, yeah.
Mac Musso from Lake Elsinore.
Yes, that's right.
He had the beautiful arms. Remember the guns he had? Because he was wearing the Lakers jersey.
Right, big Lake Elsinore Storm fan.
Yeah.
Mac told me that I needed to go onto the Pizza Hut app this morning. He said that there's deals. How about a $3 personal pan pizza, one topping, carry out only $3? And I was like, all right, this guy's pulling my leg. Because I always love the fact that our listeners do support all of our partners, and they know the brands, and then they talk about this stuff.
Right.
And I'm like, wait a second, really? $3 personal pan pizza, one topping, carry out only? So if you go onto the Pizza Hut app, and by the way, I know we're not in the middle of a Pizza Hut spot, but just saying thank you.
Listen, partners for life.
Yes,
they're part of the fabric.
When you go to the Pizza Hut app in the upper left-hand corner, you click on deals, and you find some of these amazing deals. Pretty damn good. $10.99, any large pizza carryout only. Wow. Pretty damn good. I don't mind doing the carryout. I know everybody's so consumed with delivery, but I'm telling you, you get the better deals when you do the carryout. So, thank you, Mac. Appreciate you, man. Enjoy that $3 personal pan pizza. Get 2 of them.
Yeah.
And Pokey Dabs is for you, Morales.
What do you
Why
say?
CMM dressed up like my padrino?
Because, you know why? Because some of these gutless bums around here are like, oh, you used to dress up all the time. Yeah. When I didn't have to wear headphones every morning at 7 a.m. So God forbid. By the way, the hat is a great advertising tool that I use for our partners.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But that's fine. You want me to dress up every once in a while, I'll give it to you.
All right.
Thursday, I'm going to dress up too.
Okay.
And then I might not dress up for a couple more weeks. But you know what? Why don't we worry about other things instead of how I dress? Okay? Why don't we worry about bigger things around here?
Like integrity?
Integrity and the fact that we switched to a vending machine. We should call this vending company on the air.
Okay.
We used to have it where everybody kind of pays for their own, and then nobody paid. But they came and put in new product every other day.
What do you mean nobody paid?
Nobody paid.
No. Hold on a second. No. Hold on.
Well, you might have paid, I might have paid, but some other people weren't paying.
No. Wait. Stop. Hold on. There was a vending machine. The vending machine specifically had a camera on it.
It did not have a camera.
I saw.
No.
You mean the keypad? Yeah,
the keypad does.
did,
So when
yes.
you paid, there was a camera.
Right,
But if you just took, then there's no camera.
And some people just took. But
really? I would have just taken. I paid like a moron.
Well, I did too. Nevertheless, we have switched now to an actual vending machine where you can't get any product until you pay first.
Okay.
And now these miscreants at the vending company, they haven't been back in like a month. So now the vending machine's empty. So when we didn't pay, you were here every other day giving us stuff. Now we actually pay, and there's like one Nutri-Grain bar hanging on for dear life. You walk in and you see the vending machine, you thought a nuclear winter just happened, and this is the last thing surviving.
Oh, my
I think there's a second thing in there, too. I don't know what it is.
And
though.
everybody here drinks Diet Coke. They bring one row of Diet Cokes. It sells out in 10 minutes. Go to the drink one. There's like 47 Cactus Coolers. Hey, morons. Nobody's drinking the Cactus Cooler.
Oh, wow. I don't even know what a Cactus Cooler is.
Oh, yeah.
Orange
it's like
soda. Yeah.
It's a what?
Orange soda.
Oh, it is? Cactus Coolers and orange
It
soda?
has some other flavors to it.
Orange sodas? Orange sodas. Oy vey, man. I'm telling you.
Well, let's worry about whether or not I'm wearing cufflinks at work.
Oh, are you?
I am. Actually.
Okay, nice. I'm telling you right now, I thought, here's what I thought. I thought this vending machine is a test. It is a test by upper management to find out who has character.
Social experiment, as they say.
Yeah,
guess what? It failed.
Coaches used to always tell us, they would drill it into your head. They go, character is what you do when nobody's looking. Meaning, hey, you know what? Nobody's watching, so I don't have to work out. Nobody's watching. I can eat whatever I want. But character is, hey, nobody's looking over my shoulder, but I'm going to still work out hard. I don't need you looking over my shoulder. I'm going to be careful. I'm going to take care of my body for my team. And so I thought the entire time that, like, our upper management people had this camera on the vending machine because they were going to be like, who pays and who doesn't pay? So I always paid, even though I would have easily stolen, no problem. I would have taken. Like, I'm the guy that used to go to the old school newspaper machine, put in a quarter and take 5 papers. You know, I clear that whole thing out for 25 cents back in the day. And on Sundays, when it was $1, forget it. I'd take every Sunday newspaper they got. I don't even know why. Be like, here, you need a paper? You have a paper. You know?
Mac Musso in the YouTube chat, our friend, says they need some squirts at the vending machine. They do.
Squirt?
Yeah,
Ooh,
squirt.
Squirt's good.
Well, you guys like
I
squirt?
Well, you got to be careful because that's how you can get, the styles.
Oh, really? You hear that?
Yeah.
Fergie?
No
squirt
Yeah, you didn't think I was going to go there. That was the ramp up. You saw it coming off the mount.
If you really don't believe that I thought you were going to
I didn't know.
I always think you're going to go there.
Right. Don't forget, this is the guy who runs the school.
Well,
you know what I mean?
the Greg Bergman School of Content. When
Right.
he texted me over the weekend, I got a sty. He knew exactly my next move on the chessboard.
100%.
He was ready for it.
By the way, I want to tell you guys, I'm volunteering to load the vending machine because when I was a little kid, my dad had a gas station, and I used to work at the gas station. And part of my responsibilities were to go in the back, grab a case of Coke, a case of Sprite, a case of Mr. Pibb, or whatever soda it was, and I would have to fill the vending machine 1 can at a time. 1 at a time, dude. I would take that purple Welch's grape soda, and I put that thing down there. Every single brand of soda, I put them in one by one. It took forever back in the day to do that. So whoever's running okay, now we're getting pictures. We're getting live video right now of our vending machine right here at ESPN 710. I see a Monster Energy drink.
Well, that's the drinks, but look at those snacks.
Okay, I see
there's
the
one
Celsius.
Nutri-Grain bar holding on for dear life.
Okay,
Nobody wants that Nutri-Grain
Oh, my
bar.
God. Look how sad that is.
Right.
Look how sad. The entire vending machine is empty.
We used
except
to
that
get
one
fresh
Nutri-Grain.
Cheez-Its every other day, and nobody was paying for them.
What's in the bottom left corner?
Oh,
What
there's
is
a
that?
Fanta in there. Oh,
What is the bottom left corner? What
I
is
think
this?
that's a cup of noodles.
Oh, my God. Who
It
has
is a
cup of noodles? Who has the cup of noodles here?
Well, a lot of people have those.
That vending machine is pathetic. It's empty. It is 99% of the way empty. And Carlo is out there shooting video right now. We can see his reflection through the glass. Hi, Carlo. Wave. Wave,
Carlo,
baby.
by the way, the great Carlo Cisu. I'm so happy he's here with us this morning. It's kind of a trial. We're trying to convince him to be here every morning with us. But he's going to join us at 9:30 this morning because Lindsay's out sick. We hope she feels better and she comes back tomorrow. Yeah, she's got the henas. So whatever that is.
What are the henas?
I don't know.
And henas, strep throat.
Oh, she got the henas? That's strep throat?
And henas.
Oh.
So instead of the Lindsay segment at 9:30, we're going to get Carlo in here for the Carlo segment.
Okay.
And I think back at college radio days, you guys all went to college with him.
That's right.
Laura,
Yep.
Jorge, he used to do like a segment called Carlo in the Back. So we're going to do Carlo in the Back.
I love
coming up at 9:30. He can talk about whatever he wants.
Okay, yeah, it's his segment. Carlo in the back. God, look at that sad vending machine. Very, very sad. Oh man, a cup of noodles.
All I want is a Diet Coke.
Yeah, well,
but it's been like that for a while too.
I know.
It's been like a month that
Yep.
they have actually brought anything in. It's rough.
who here is in charge of dealing?
Well, Downey Vendors is the company.
Okay, and so how come have we not called
And
Downey?
Stephanie, from what she's told me, has hit them up like, hey, you guys need to come out. And they just don't. So I think what happened was the person who supplies like the, what do you call it? The honor bar vending.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what we had before. That person doesn't do the machine vending. The machine vending person, I don't think realizes we now have these machines. So now we're not on any list. So you and I should just get the keys and put our own snacks in
Yeah,
there.
why don't we just go to Costco ourselves and we'll pick up whatever we want?
Yeah.
You'll have some trail mix all up in this?
Yeah.
What else? What else you guys
Like, I
want?
used to bring
Eye drops for Kaburki.
Eye drops would help.
Oh, yeah,
I
please,
could
I
use
need
those
them.
too.
Yeah.
I could use them as well. Anything else anybody want?
Chicharrones.
Chicharrones?
Come on, you got to bring some of those.
How about pre-rolls? Can we put some pre-rolls in the vending machine? Seriously.
Those will go quick.
Yeah, right. Around here, forget about
Faster
it.
than Diet Coke.
Right. Faster than the Diet Coke is right. All right. So listen, let me ask you guys a question. Let's go back to the beginning of today, if you don't mind. With Sedano already taken off to go to Orlando to do an NBA basketball game. To me, coming into today, Fergie, the story of the day is the Raiders. I think everybody around the country at the opening of free agency was, I'm not going to say blown away. I'm going to say impressed with what the Raiders did yesterday. And listen, here's the thing for me about the Raiders. If you're the Rams, as an example, you're trying to get little finishing pieces. You know, hey, we need a cornerback, a true cover cornerback, a guy who can really cut off half the field. And by the way, we'll trade for him and we'll pay him. There could be a philosophy where you're like, can we see him for a year? Can we make sure his personality fits in? But the Rams do all their research. So they already knew that's the guy we want. He's from here. He went to Bosco. He was an All-American in college. He's a first-round player. He's in the primary career. We need one little finishing piece. That's the go-to guy. The Raiders are in a completely different situation. They're in tear it down to the studs and rebuild this thing from ground up. You know?
Yeah. So Andrew Siciliano posted this a little bit earlier today. So the top 3 NFL free agency spenders, not all with guaranteed money. Raiders spent $281.5 million yesterday, which is number 1 overall. They had the most cap space of any team in football, and they went out and they did what they had to do. And there really wasn't that many offensive linemen that you can go get. So they went out and got the best center that's out there in Tyler Linderbaum. That helps your offensive line, right? They also helped on their defense, and they brought in Jaylen Naylor as a wide receiver, who I think that dude I think is actually going to help a lot. Not a overly amazing wide receiver, but helps to have at least another threat in for Fernando Mendoza. So
that's a guy, by the way, Naylor, who went to Bishop Gorman High School. So he's from Las Vegas. You know, so that's another guy who's like, you know, kind of one of those homecoming type kids, you know?
Yep. No, so I love everything that they did because, yes, they filled up their linebacking core. So that's set. Went with 2 dudes that are really, really strong in that situation. And to your point, went to
Georgia.
Yeah, went to Georgia.
Big schools.
They brought in a cornerback. So really, if everything on the defensive end is pretty much set, except for the defensive line, they still brought in Kwity Paye too, so that's somebody that's not a high-level defensive end like the level of Max Crosby, but he still averages like 6 sacks a year. So now just get a couple of those dudes in the draft, get a couple of more offensive linemen in the draft, and you're starting to look like you kind of have a team.
Well, yeah, you're starting to look like you kind of have a plan because last year, even though somebody like myself and there were many others, you guys know who you are, we are together, we thought Pete Carroll could come in and create instant competition and make the Raiders instantaneously legit, and that thing failed miserably. So, guys, let's start completely over, and that's what the Raiders did. That was the top story I thought earlier today. Well, the other big story was the situation that happened in the World Baseball Classic. Me and Chris were downstairs last night at the Lazy Dog watching the WBC and watching the U.S. team with Paul Skeens look like they are going to beat Mexico down with a 5-0 lead. And then they just couldn't do much else. Skeens came out of the game. The bats went cold. And then Mexico started to claw their way back in. And
were you worried at all at that point?
It was 5-3 in the 8th, and I'm like, we can't leave. I mean, we were done with dinner. The empty plates were sitting on the table, and we're like, let's get out of here. But no, we can't. We couldn't leave because it was 5-3, and I'm like, this game's not over.
No, they had plenty of chances, too. So they would get guys and runners in scoring position, and they just couldn't get the big hit to bring anybody else around. After the second inning, their offense just fell flat completely.
Yeah. I will say, though, that the story about Randy Arozarena going into the batter's box and big dumper there, Cal Raleigh going, yeah, I'm not shaking your hand, pal. I still find that to be fascinating because on one hand, Arozarena humiliated. Like, bro, we're teammates in Seattle. I mean, we're trying to win a World Series together in Seattle. We're just going to our respective countries and playing in the World Baseball Classic. Sportsmanship is, hey, I'm extending my hand to you. You can't even acknowledge it. And then the story that Arozarena winds up telling, and Jorge, we should play this.
Do you want to play it in Spanish?
Well, yeah, because, well, I'll tell you what, let's play it, and then Jorge can interpret it for us. How about
¿Cómo quiere que le responda acá, Raleigh? ¿Cómo quiere que le responda?
No, es lo que tú nos quieres compartir.
Acá, Raleigh, ¿cómo se lo digo? Yo se lo quiero decir en 4 idiomas, se lo quiero decir yo. En 4 idiomas. Primero se lo voy a decir en español, mira. Primero, lo único que tiene que hacerle es darle gracias a Dios que tiene buenos papás, ¿no? Que sus papás están muy bien educados. Gracias a Dios, hace 2 días que los pude ver en el hotel y me fueron a saludar, me dieron un abrazo y estaban muy orgullosos de mí de poder verme otra vez. Lo otro se lo quiero decir a los cubanos, se lo voy a decir. Es lo que tiene que hacerle, ¿verdad? Irse para casa a los mexicanos. Que se vaya para casa en inglés. Se lo voy a decir en inglés. El gudicillo que me dijo que se lo meten en el me fui.
All right, so, people in the YouTube chat are saying, hey, Cap, why don't you tell us what he said there, smart guy, because then some people are breaking out their Duolingo, you know what I mean? They got to understand what's going on there. Here's what I heard. I heard something like, first of all, I met with his family in a hotel
2 days ago.
And he comes from a good family, and he's very well educated. I mean, I could hear all of that. But then he was like, after that, it turned into, but you really want me to tell you what happened? And that's when he started cursing and telling everybody what he thought. So for me, I will just tell you this. When the World Baseball Classic is over and everybody goes back to their respective teams, the Seattle Mariners are not a team that would necessarily be on my radar. But I will tell you this, that if I'm Arozarena, this will never be solved for me. I will not go back into that clubhouse and go, hey, man, I understood where your perspective was. I understand you tried to give me the Mamba mentality. I knew that, Kobe ran over Pau Gasol and he proved to his USA teammates that he was all about the USA team, not about his Lakers team. I'm separating these things right now. That was, in my mind, if Cal Raleigh is going to not shake his own teammate's hand when the guy's extending his hand for everybody to see, that is complete humiliation for your teammate. And so if I'm Cal Raleigh, I'm like, hey, bro, listen, right now, you're Team Mexico, I'm Team USA. I want to win. You want to win. Your team has owned our team. I'm not here to shake your hand. We can do that at another time. But if I'm Randy Arozarena, I will never, ever forgive him for doing that.
So if that's the case, Cappy, then you're going to be off the Mariners.
Somebody's going to leave, and it's probably not going to be Raleigh.
It's not going to be Cal Raleigh.
Right.
It was a switch-hitting catcher that hit 60 home runs last year.
After the kind of season he had
That's the guy.
year.
They're not going to get rid of that guy.
I know, but Arozarena's a great player, too.
He is. As a left fielder, too. So, you're just not going to get rid of Cal Raleigh. So if that's the attitude that you're going to go into, you're going to be off a team that hopes that they can make it to a World Series.
But don't you see, though, that this could turn into a big problem in a locker room?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So what exactly did he say, though, Jorge, after that?
He basically told him, he can go to hell. He can go F himself, and he can stick it up the where.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Up there.
Yep.
Right.
The old Kaniskas.
Right. Where Chris has been suggesting everybody gets an exam. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Well, thanks to our friends at Providence. It is. We'll have Imagery Tuesday presented by Providence. And March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month.
Right. So that's where he should stick it. I will tell you guys, I really think, honestly, you will not, this relationship, I'm thinking will become irreparable.
No, I don't think
you don't
so.
think so?
I really do think that it's going to come down to that he was just trying to get into his head, which he did. He grounded out, and I don't think he did much besides that in that game.
But do you think Cal Raleigh walks up to him when they get back to the Mariners and he goes, hey, man, listen, I'm sorry. I was just, You know,
Yes, I
really
do.
in the heat of the battle, you know, and the competition of it all.
And unless he really doesn't like Arozarena, which I don't know how they are with each other, then yes, I do think that they figured that out. Because again, Seattle really thinks that they can make it to a World Series this year. They were in Game 7 against the Blue Jays, where they had a lead. So they had a chance to win that and go to World Series. They think they're going to go there. You can't have that kind of those infighting if you're going to make it to a World Series.
If I were the Mariners right now, players,
You're looking for trade
front
partners?
office, dude, I'd be like, oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen when these two guys get back here. No, seriously,
I think
listen,
it's gamesmanship.
I don't believe that, dude, because I think if you're a Arozarena, you were embarrassed, humiliated, and you kind of leaned in. Like, what are you saying? What exactly? Like, I don't think that you can get over something like that. I really don't.
I've seen this happen in the World Cup stage. Cristiano Ronaldo and Wayne Rooney, they were both playing, one for Portugal, one for England. Wayne Rooney for England. And Wayne Rooney provoked Ronaldo in order for Ronaldo to get a red card.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was saying the same thing. Oh, you know, the locker room is going to be this. They
Didn't
went
happen?
back and
They
they
got
were like,
along?
yeah.
All right. Well, maybe I'm just being a drama queen right now.
Yeah,
Okay?
maybe a slight one.
Maybe I'm just being
They'll
a
be
little bit of a
fine.
drama queen. All right.
That's why I brought up the Ted Lasso thing too, because that's what happened. Danny Rojas did it was they were playing internationally, and it was up against this guy's team, the Zorro, who's the goalkeeper. Hits him in the face with a ball, broke his nose, he had to get a mask over it. And then as soon as he was mad dogging him on the airplane and all these different things. As soon as they got back into the locker room, they were like best friends again.
Really?
You know who I'm waiting to break this down? John Boy.
Oh yeah,
John Boy. That he's gonna get those camera angles. He's gonna get the lip reading. I'm waiting for the breakdown.
Yeah,
of this.
I'd love to hear that. Seriously, I'm just, for me, if I were a Arozarena, I'd be so humiliated by what he did to me. And on the other hand, I'm trying to get into Cal Raleigh's head where he's like, hey, look, I saw the Olympic hockey team beat Canada, and I see the Olympic glory. And you know what? I've got USA on my front of my jersey, and I want to win. And I love you, bro, and we're teammates in Seattle, but right now we are bitter competitors, so don't put your hand out and shake my hand when you get in the batter's box. Just get in the batter's box and start swinging the bat. So that was another big story we were talking about earlier today. Now, to look ahead a little bit today, before we get to the Carlo segment, Carlo in the back. The Lakers tonight against Minnesota. Who here thinks LeBron, who's now on the injury list, elbow, hip, and ankle? It was just elbow. And by the way, you notice they didn't say like left elbow or right elbow because even the injury people were like, we don't know which one was hurt. We have no idea. We saw him fall to the ground. We thought it was his right elbow. Then he leaned over with his left elbow. He's holding both elbows. Nobody knows which elbow. So
it just, I mean, I know you had this take a little bit, but also it just felt like when he fell, it wasn't bad. It wasn't something that like broke his elbow.
Didn't look bad at all. Now, of course, I say that, and the LeBron defenders will go, well, you
don't know what he was feeling.
You're not in his body. Are you questioning his injury? Yeah, I am, kind of, a little bit. In fact, no, a lot, actually. Yeah, I am. Will LeBron play tonight? National TV game. But LeBron may have the same opinion I have. 8 o'clock on NBC? I'm not starting a game at 8
Well,
o'clock.
it's going to slide, so it could be like 8:17.
Yeah, right. It could be
You
later.
realize by the time you and I ate dinner and then went on a 2-mile walk, we were back in our hotel rooms by 8:40. That's about the time that no, Carlo, you go in the big room.
Come on, Carlo,
That's
you
about
come
the
in
time,
here with me, baby.
Yeah, that's about the time that the Lakers game will be tipping off tonight.
8 o'clock tip. And you're right, 8:12, 8:17, whatever it is. That is freaking late,
It's
man.
late. But where do you think LeBron is best fit on this team at this point? Because I mean, it's blasphemy to say that he should come off the bench. So he's definitely going to be in a starter. He's going to be at the beginning of games, end of games, all that good stuff. But
okay, I'll tell you what. I came in here yesterday evening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Andy Kamenetsky is about to start doing Laker talk. And Andy says to me, he goes, I'm going to throw this out there. And I don't know that he did because I didn't get a chance to listen last night. He goes, but I'm going to throw this out there. He said, LeBron has never really been a fan favorite, Laker fan favorite.
Nope.
Okay. He goes, but LeBron could maybe ingratiate himself to the Laker fan base by publicly offering to come off the bench.
But why would he even want to do that? Why would he now, in his last year as a Laker, try to publicly ingratiate himself in here when he didn't do it for the entire 6 or 7 years?
6, 7. Right. Andy's point was that because he has not ingratiated himself to the fan base and frankly doesn't look like he's cared to or that he has not.
Right.
And so that his answer would be that now would be an opportunity at the end of his Laker career that the fans would appreciate his selflessness.
I mean, I don't see that. I think there's a lot of people out there that just don't really like LeBron if they're as Laker fans, and just this one little thing is not going to be like, oh, okay, everything is okay now. We love you now. Unless he comes off the bench and he's just amazing off the bench, and they go on this huge run because they're able to stagger the minutes of LeBron, Luka, and AR.
Sedano has just sent me a message here in our group chat. He says, Cappy has them pulling Q Mason.
No, A Mason.
Oh, A Mason. That's not a
You've
Q.
lost a friend.
You've lost a friend. Wait, did I lose a friend?
No. It's the Cal Raleigh, Randy Arozarena.
Oh,
they've lost a friend. Notice
I got to immediately go right back to my VisionWorks glasses because I
That's
thought,
all right
yeah,
because you're blind.
A was a Q. And then when you have to pull your phone away and you got to make that face, what does that say? Yeah. So
don't you have progressives? You shouldn't have to make that face.
Let me tell you something about these progressives. And they told me at VisionWorks that this was going to be an ongoing thing. The top of the progressives is distance. The middle of the progressives is like your computer a few feet away, and the bottom is like when you're reading something really small. And I'm the top level, far away, great. Like right now, I can see through Jorge. I can see into Lindsay's office. I can see her Mandy Awards on the top of her desk. That's how clear I can see through. But the middle part is the part where I'm still just trying to get my head angle to the right place.
That's important.
Yes, it is.
The Sedano Kap Morning Show made possible by the personal injury attorney, the official personal injury attorney of the Sedano Kap Morning Show. Of course, you know that's Jacob Emrani. If you're injured in an accident, call Jacob, 800-345-6789.
Take that.
That's 800-345-6789, or call jacob.com. Let me tell you one more thing, too, while we're doing this. It's game day, which means it's time to BB go for it. Listen to Mason and Ireland today for your chance to play. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7 and guess which team scores the first 3-point basket of the game. Get it right, and you'll win a $100 BB Go promo code. Plus, you're going to be entered for a chance to win a trip to basketball's biggest stage from our friends at BB Go. Bring something different to the table. BB, go for it, Cappy.
All right. Now, Carlo has walked into the studio.
Now, let me set it up, because we like to do the Lindsay segment. We like to play a TV theme. So we're playing a TV theme because today he turns 54 years old. Of course, made famous in the TV show Mad Men. Now the Apple TV show Friends and Neighbors. He has a lot of sex in that show. John Hamm, happy 54th birthday today.
He's only 54?
What do you mean only?
I'm older than John Hamm?
Well, that's... What? Have you seen John Hamm?
Yeah,
he looks beautiful.
John Hamm looks good.
He's a great-looking dude. But I still kind of have that thing, like I still think I'm a little kid, and I look at anybody who's on TV or anybody who's playing in the NFL, and I think they're like grown-ups. Like when I was a little kid, I'm 7, 8 years old, and Lyle Alzado is like the defensive lineman of the Broncos or the Raiders, and he got the big beard and the hair, and I'm like, that guy's got to be like 60. But he was like 25.
No, his organs were like 60.
Yeah, that's probably true.
The Lindsay segment made possible by Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Okay, sitting in today for Lindsay, we're doing the Carlo segment. Carlo in the back, the great Carlo Cisu, our head of digital content here at ESPN LA. Now, Parker Bell, the great Parker Bell, left us, has moved on. Now, he's never going to be forgotten here at the ESPN LA family. And one day, hopefully, he comes back and takes all our jobs. But a big push I've been making for years is how do we get the greatness of Carlo Cisu in with us? First, it was in the afternoon. Now it's in the morning. I've been selling this kid like crazy. Carlo, how's it feel to press the flesh with us in the morning?
To be honest, I missed this.
Yeah, you missed it, right?
I remember our old morning show days
Yeah.
and how good that was. I remember Scooby and having fun with that.
Right.
And being back there. See, this is why I put my glasses on.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be back there where Lindsay is, and I just wanted to make sure I was protected from Greg and the eyes.
Oh, really? You fit in. You look good in those glasses.
I'll come in there right now, rub my eye all over you.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, those glasses...
Hey, eye to eye, like our favorite movie, Goofy
that's right.
movie.
Wait, those glasses that you're wearing, I see that there's a light on the right side. That tells me that there's a camera, perhaps.
Yeah.
In those Now, are we doing live Carlo Cam right now?
Oh, we should go live.
Can we go live to Carlo Cam?
We can go
There's
live.
an extra service for live Carlo Cam.
Oh, really?
There
There is. Now, Carlo, do you like coming in the mornings, or would this be a distraction to your day? Could you start with us early in the morning, leave earlier in the day? We'd like you to come be part of what we're doing.
Hey, more fun the merrier. I mean, you saw me here last night, so I mean, I can just move in. I can pull out a little bunk bed and
or just come
over to my
crash
room
at
here
the
at
E.
Yeah, we can work out together.
We all shower
Parties.
together, get ready together. Nothing weird with that.
I mean, after what you
can go
told me
to
about how
East Central
impressed you
instead.
were about, my F-45 at my advanced age.
We are overdue on going for a workout
Big
together.
time. Yes, we are, sir. That's exactly right.
So, Carlo, we want you here. Now, you've got a great digital team. Tim's also here this morning, the great Timothy Johnson.
Hey.
Reese is part of your team. Jonathan, who was with us yesterday.
We love John.
But you're the
We love
master.
Tim. We like Reese, too.
Oh, love the guys. Great team.
We want you here in the morning because already the content you're pumping out this morning, the Greg Bergman School of the Content logo. I mean,
going out to the vending machine when we were talking about the vending machine.
This show needs you.
Yeah, it does.
We need you, Carlo.
I am a student of the Greg Bergman School of Content, and that's why we had to put that graphic together.
Okay.
So I know how it feels.
I think we could also have Carlo in on the mornings, and when he just goes out to the vending machine because we're talking about it. He's like, let me go add some color to it. Let me bring it to life. Don't you see Carlo early in the morning walking around LA Live doing kind of stuff on the streets kind of thing,
Well, Carlo on the streets, that's something we don't need just a camera on. I mean, we could do so much more with that.
I think we're selling you on this.
Yeah, come on.
And then here's the thing. Just leave whenever you want and just tell people, hey, I'm leaving at 1 today.
All right.
And then when they go, hey, we got a 3 o'clock meeting, and this is what I say. Cool. I'm not going to be on it. See
You
ya.
said it, not
or,
me.
or you say, hey, I'll be on Teams.
Yeah, be on Teams.
You know?
Get home.
Yeah.
You got a young one?
Yeah.
You can spend more
Change
time
some
with the
diapers?
kids? Yeah.
Maybe a young two, but yeah.
Well, you got what?
You got another one coming?
You do?
Are you
Breaking
announced?
news? Are we breaking news?
Oh, breaking news right now?
You got a second kid on the way? Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations. Is this a boy? Do you know if it's a boy or a girl?
We got a boy.
So now you're going to have a boy and a girl.
Right.
The whole
Wow.
mishpucha. Well, now you got to come to the morning.
Boy, you are knocking this thing out.
Now
man.
you have
bang, bang, bang. You are knocking it
Bam!
out.
I
Yeah.
learned from the best.
Hey, listen, that's what you do. If you're going to have kids, just have them. 1, 2, 3, get it over with,
Right.
Are you done it too?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, be done. Be done. Get a vasectomy immediately.
Yeah, you're going to get the snip?
Yeah,
Carlo,
you're talking
Cappy's
from,
got a guy.
From experience.
Oh,
yeah, you got a
100%.
guy.
In
We can
fact,
get a 2 for 1
No
deal.
scar, hey?
Yeah.
No scar.
No scar. We'll get a
Just
partner.
Mufasa.
Dude, we will get a partner here immediately. We
Oh,
will.
yeah.
We will find the right guy or girl, the right urologist to take care of this business.
Yeah, imagine the morning show being presented
Right.
by
Yes, I
everybody,
can, actually.
everybody, it's Carlo for Dr. Smith. And Dr. Smith did my snip, and now I can,
This is Dr. Sarudi.
can do whatever I want.
Dr. Cerruti do snips?
I don't think he does, but he probably got the right guy. He probably got the right suggestion. You know what I mean?
Got the right vision.
Wait, hey, Dr. Cerruti, who's the Dr. Cerruti of snips? You know what I mean? We'll ask him.
He
We'll
works
figure
on
it out.
eyeballs, not that.
Now, see, Carlo's got it. This is my dream. It's happening in real time. Often you don't get to meet your heroes sometimes in life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting to meet and talk to one of my heroes right now as we do this show. Carlo needs to be part of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Come on, Carlo.
That makes it complete.
Come on, Carlo.
That makes it a complete extravaganza every morning.
Makes us the Avengers. Assemble.
Timmy, we might need to put up a poll. Put up a YouTube poll.
Oh, really?
As our friend LZ Grant, I believe it's LZ's birthday today, by the way.
Oh,
your old
Happy
friend
birthday,
LZ. LZ used to say, George, put up a poll in the old morning show.
Put up a poll.
Let's put up a poll.
The poll should be.
Well, should Carlo join the morning show?
Right.
At least 4 days a week. I'll give you 1 day to rest.
What
4
day?
days a week.
Any particular day or just one day of
mean,
his choice?
I prefer. Yeah, Saturdays. I prefer.
Right, Saturdays is the best day for it, huh?
Think about all the content all day long. This would be beautiful.
Wow, the poll is already up. Should Carlo join the morning show? I'm voting yes. 100%
I'm
right
going to
now.
vote yes right now.
100% to 0.
Hey, I know Puka Doncic is going to vote yes.
You think so?
Big fan.
What about Mac Musso?
Oh, Mac Musso?
Yeah.
Seeing him over at Visionworks.
Right.
If we can carpool.
Oh,
we can
Oh,
carpool.
yeah.
You guys carpool a little bit.
Then you guys will be here at 6 and Blue Review be on time.
Bergie taking a swing. That was a swing by Bergie.
Just a little one.
But listen,
It's okay.
he heads up the school of content. You can do
He does
that.
indeed. He does.
I mean, that's why it's called the Blue Review. He's got to take his swings.
So,
Oh, yeah, see? This is why you have to be there, too.
Right.
For those.
so Carlo in the back. Do we have like? I mean, today it's your opportunity. I mean, it's whatever's on your mind, I suppose.
All right. Speaking about snip.
Okay.
Hey, you guys haven't talked about the whole Magic City update. Magic City not happening at the Hawks game? Like, come on.
So for people that don't know, because Cappy looks lost, I
I
can see it
totally
in his head.
lost.
So
Totally
Magic
Oh,
City,
I thought this would be your story.
Well, it could be.
Magic City, of course, renowned, famous strip club in Atlanta.
Okay.
Everybody knows Magic City.
Okay.
Look up Luke Cornett.
Yeah, look at that.
Magic City.
So Magic City
Go
is
right
legendary.
Whoa, 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 look at him. Look at him.
Go
Oh, look at
right
Carlo.
it.
Look at that. Taking the
Get
jacket
on
off.
I mean,
Go ride it. Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta play to the song, too.
Okay.
Well, the shirt next to it.
Let's see here. NBA cancels highly anticipated Magic City night for Hawks after backlash from players about strip club. What's the issue?
Luke Cornett was not happy that they were doing this.
Yeah, Luke Cornett, devout Catholic family man, saying that this devalues women, right? And says it makes the NBA look bad based off their image being respectful to women. So Adam Silver sides with Luke Cornett and sided with, or convinced the Hawks to call off Magic City.
Now, here's the thing.
It went poof.
I thought when I first heard about it,
went poof.
A lot of us in sports, because Magic City's become a joke, like in the sense of like, oh, Magic City in Atlanta, everybody knows it.
Mm-hmm.
It's famous. It kind of was like to me, it was like a tribute to sports radio, because sports radio has been talking about Magic City for years. But if you're trying to be the NBA and you have the WNBA, to promote something around a strip club, basically, it didn't seem like the best idea. Like, how many layers of management did that go through where everybody signed off and went, oh, this sounds like a great idea? Did they not know there'd be some blowback from that? I mean, honestly.
Do you remember, Cappy, when Lou Williams left the bubble and got
he got some lemon pepper wings. Right.
That was at
Magic City.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Because people go to Magic City for the wings.
Oh, really?
Best wings in town.
Well, I mean, listen, a lot of guys, get a lunch break and they go to strip clubs. And you go, why do you go to strip clubs for lunch? And they're like, the food is good, it's really cheap, and I get a little bit of a show and I get a little entertainment. And I'm also helping the economy. These girls are out there working hard. This is what their jobs are. At least this is what their careers are for right now.
Has anybody here gone to Magic City?
No.
Never been to Atlanta.
Only at the library.
Oh,
The library down in Orange County?
Well, sure.
Okay, because
that's famous in Orange County.
Yes, that's right. Well, I've been there.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, and I'm almost
for
sure.
research purposes?
Well, no, I was there because I'm an animal. I mean, that's why. You know what I mean? I used to go to strip clubs all the time back in the day, all the time.
Right.
And then I do have some friends that like to go to strip clubs, and I'm like, this is so lame. I don't like nowadays. It's not like it used to be. Like in Florida, okay, back in Tampa, Florida, there were some places that were raunchy. I mean, they were awesome back in the day, and everybody knew them. Like this Magic City place. I do think I was there one time in like the late '90s for a Super Bowl in Atlanta, and I was there with our boy Sid. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
But
well, Sid liked the wings too.
The last time I was in a strip club, I was so humiliated. I was literally Randy Arozarena. I'll tell you what happened. Last time I was in a strip club, I'm in San Francisco, and I go to this strip club with this buddy of mine, and he's a guy who's very, very successful guy, a lot of money, whatever. And I'm not going to spend money in a strip club because at this point I have some younger kids, and I'm thinking to myself, $500 in a Toys R Us could be an entire year. I'm not doing $500 for like 2 dances. Like, it's just not happening, right? So this buddy of mine goes, well, you come with me, and it's my treat. Okay, it's my treat. I'm like, oh, listen, you need a wingman? I'll go, but I'm telling you right now, I'm not spending money in a strip club. It's just not happening for me. Again, you got little kids. All of a sudden, you're like, how many diapers can I get versus how many dances can I get? And when you start to do the math, you got to put your money into diapers rather than dances. Carlo, you got a young baby. Do you agree? Diapers over dances?
Diapers over dances.
Okay. So I go to the strip club with this buddy of mine, and these 2 girls come up, and they're like, hey, would you guys like to go to the VIP room? And I'm like, I do, but I'm not, my money's going into diapers, not into dances. So my buddy goes, I got him. It's okay. I got him. So my buddy gives this girl money, and then he disappears with this other girl, and they go into a strip club, into a private room, and me and this girl are in a private room, and she's doing this amazing dance for me. She got incredible moves. I mean, she really was a very talented young lady, I must say. And the end of the 2 or 3 songs comes up, and she goes, would you like another round? And I'm like, yeah, of course. Who wouldn't, right? And she goes, okay, well, that's going to be however much it was. Let's say $200, right? And I go, well, go 2 rooms down, knock on the door, and ask my dad over there for the money. And she's like, you're kidding me. I'm like, no, I am not kidding you at all. She literally walked down the hall, knocked on the door, said to my buddy who was in the middle of his dance with this girl, hey, your friend over here said that you're paying for more dances. And he wound up whipping out hundos and giving them to her because he didn't want to be distracted. He wanted to be bothered. But they have never let me live down the fact that I told this girl, go ask my dad for the money. I wasn't spending money on strippers, dude.
Diapers over dollars.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Diapers
It just
over
doesn't make
dances.
any economical sense to me, and it never has.
Right.
And I've gone because buddies want to go, and I don't know. I just it just seems like a real waste of money.
You're paying a lot to be teased.
Right. You get where I'm going, right?
Yeah. No.
I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Now, if you're going just because you want to, it's part of your social thing and you and the buddies go, okay, it's not the end of the world. But I just don't, I've never understood it.
You know what?
And we used to work, Greg and I used to work with an individual who loved these places. And he needed some friends. So a lot of times I would go with him after games and stuff. He would buy tickets. He would spend, just like your friend, oh, get a dance. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'll just sit here. And he's like, no, you got to be part of it. And I would just be like, dude, you spent how much money tonight?
I went to a friend's bachelor party. Now that it comes to mind, this is now, I know exactly when it was. I went to a friend's bachelor party in Orange County. We all went to some strip club together. And that night, my son was playing his first high school football game of his senior season, but they were playing in Hawaii. So when you say, well, why weren't you at his football game? It was because they were playing in Hawaii, right? And everybody's having a great time. You know, people are making it rain. People are drinking. Chicks are everywhere dancing. And I swear to God on my life, I'm in the corner by the ATM machine. There's always an ATM machine, right? In a strip club. I'm in the corner by the ATM machine in the hallway to the bathroom. And I'm watching the game on my phone in the strip club. Everybody's like, where's Scott? Where's Cappy? Where's he at? I'm like, I'll be over here watching the game. And when the game ended, then I came back out. You know, I was like, where you been? I'm watching a high school football game in a strip club because you guys all wanted a party here tonight. So, yeah, I'm out. I'm a little out on strip clubs, but I am surprised that the Hawks were going to have a Magic City night, huh?
Yeah, and I forgot to add
they had
that.
special gear made up and everything.
What about were there going to be special performances that
there
night?
There were not going to be any.
No.
T.I.
Oh, yeah, there was not going to be those type of performances.
But there's going to be a halftime performance with T.I., and T.I. will still be performing at halftime, and then they are still going to be serving the lemon pepper wings.
No way,
so
they are.
They're at least trying to continue somewhat of it.
I mean, can't anybody just think of this with a sense of humor? Like, this is funny. Hey, we're known. This is a famous strip club in Atlanta. We're a basketball team. Basketball players come to town. They like to go there, maybe. And one guy's offended by it? Come on, man.
But just remember, the NBA is a family product, right? You go to the games with your kids. So how awkward would it be where they Justin is a little bit older, but say
hey, screw you, Dad.
Justin was maybe 10 years old, and you're bringing him to a Hawks game. You don't know that it's Magic City night, and then you realize he's saying, hey, Dad, what's Magic City?
I'll be like, it's like
they do magic tricks.
Well,
they
hey,
make
listen,
money disappear.
I have faced this issue in the past. I once went to a music festival with my daughter, okay? And she was about, 10, 11 years old or so. And I'm trying to remember. Oh, it was Whiz Khalifa. So Whiz Khalifa's playing, right?
Black and yellow.
And me and my daughter, she's 10 years old. We are in the middle of a pit. And Whiz Khalifa has all these blow-up joints and beach balls. And there's beach ball joints flying all over the crowd. And everybody's smoking weed. Weed is just smoke everywhere, and you can just smell all the weed. And my daughter goes, Dad, what is that smell? And I go like this. I go, I don't know. I think it's maybe they burned the kettle corn over there or something like that. I don't know what that smell is, honey. But everybody was smoking doobies. The weed things are flying around. Wiz Khalifa's jamming. And I took her in the middle of all of that.
I don't
Great parenting.
How you ended that sentence is all kind of just threw me a little bit. But
note to self: do not take Isla to music festival.
Yeah.
So Mason, Ireland, we're talking about this. And Ireland have you ever seen the movie Hustle and Flow?
Yeah.
So in Memphis, they play a song from Hustle and Flow. It's Whoop That Trick is the name of the song, and they play that
trick.
And so Ireland was talking about it and got this.
Whoop that trick.
And it was just, he was trying to talk about it. It was just so funny. But it's also you talk about how it's a family-oriented product. At Laker games, they play Let's Make It Clap. Do we know what the origin of Let's Make It Clap is for?
No, what is that?
Oh, it's not your hands that you're making
you know
clap.
what that is.
Let's make it clap. You mean like
yes, it was a good weekend. Exactly.
No, make my cheeks clap. You want to see my cheeks clap?
The cheeks on your mouth?
No.
No. Just Make It Clap is not for your hands.
You want me to come in there and make it clap for you?
Could you just use Jorge as an example?
No, don't put me in this.
What do you mean?
What did I do?
You already get it.
I already know what it is.
You already got to clean your elbow.
No, but you got to learn. You got to learn what it is. They got to show you.
Wait, so the Lakers play something that says "Make It Clap"?
But it's
Let's
not
make it clap.
just the Lakers.
A lot of
bunch
places.
of teams play.
So I mean, but like all this, so all of it goes together. That you can't, you should just be able to do these things. Not about the family product of it all, especially if there's nobody that's going to be getting undressed.
I mean, what if they would have had like, hey, it's time for our half court shot right now, and welcome to the floor, Portia. You know what I mean, right? And then
trick,
and then Portia gets to shoot the half court shot. You know, what's wrong with that?
I hope at least Portia makes the shot so she can pay for her college.
Oh, yeah, right. Exactly. Well, that's why she's working that job.
I'm just saying, from a marketing standpoint, probably not a great idea.
Yeah, but you know what? I bet you somebody somewhere was like, hey, let's do this. We're going to wind up canceling it, but it'll be great publicity for us. Or is it not good publicity for the Atlanta Hawks?
I don't think it's great publicity because you knew – here's the thing. You knew there was going to be a natural blowback. That was going to happen. No pun intended. There was going to be somebody who said this isn't a really good idea. And if you're the NBA and you're a global brand and you've got very, very elite corporate partners, they're probably going to be like, wait a minute. Whether you agree with it or not, this probably isn't the best judgment.
Got it.
That's all.
So the Lakers are not going to be doing Spearmint Rhino Night anytime soon.
So if the station I helped run in Houston is the entertainment for that sort of thing, capital of the world, right?
Yeah.
Right up there with Atlanta. We had a lot of advertisers that were gentlemen's clubs. What's the famous one? And there's a famous one. I can't think of the name. That was famous for the Texans going. Every team went there.
Mm-hmm.
It was a rite of passage.
Okay.
They spent money with us. We had, and again, this is a local mom and pop owned and operated station before we had the ESPN branding involved with us. Once we acquired another station that had the ESPN branding, we were quick to be told we got to get some of those endorsements off the air.
Really?
Because it went against our affiliation agreement. There's just common sense things that you can't take strip club money if you're an ESPN property, right?
Did you? Were you talking about Bucks Wild?
No.
You're talking about. No, you're not talking about Bucks Wild, huh?
I don't.
How about
looking up strip clubs in Houston?
I just love that, Cappy.
Look up famous strip club in Houston.
Cappy's search history at work is going to be strip clubs in Houston.
Right. How about
It's
Chicas
not a company
Locas?
computer. He can do what he wants.
Chicas Locas.
I was
not
never
the
to
place?
Chicas Locas.
No. How about the show?
What kind of Chicas?
Show
Are
Palace is well known. Yeah.
Tim is saying Club Onyx.
I don't remember.
How about Fantasy Cabaret? Is that the place?
No.
Paradise City?
It might be.
Might be Paradise City.
It
The
doesn't.
Vault?
It doesn't matter.
Comfort Rolls?
The point being,
How about Gold Diggers Cabaret?
Just make it clap.
Definitely not your hands.
just not a great thought by the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
That's all.
Wow.
Not to mention like the things that happen around it. Because I did try to go to Magic City. Try. Emphasis on try.
I mean, you used to go to Atlanta, 4 times a year?
Yeah, I mean, that's
Wait,
where I met my wife.
You tried?
I mean,
Magic
not
City?
at Magic City.
Really? Wait, so what do you mean you tried to go to Magic City? Or could you not get in or something?
A bunch of the guys and I, we were in Atlanta hanging out for a conference.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a free night, and we ended up talking about going to Magic City. We pulled up in our Uber, and the parking lot was taped off, caution tape. There was a dead body in the parking lot at Magic City.
No
So,
way.
Yeah,
That's
there's
never good.
other things that are happening.
Well, they should have made that disappear, man. You know what I mean? Like abracadabra. Get that thing out the way. Wow.
Whoop that trick.
That is bad news.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, this ain't. Listen, we don't want to be doing Bada Bing night. You know,
Yeah.
if you're an NBA team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
A lot of stuff happened at the Bada Bing that was not just the girls up on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Remember what Ralphie did in the back one time? Remember that episode?
I'm not sure I remember that episode.
How do you don't know The Sopranos
I
either?
do know The Sopranos. I watched every episode, but it's been a long time.
You don't remember what Ralphie did to a certain character in the back of the Bada Bing?
Did he whack somebody?
He beat somebody to death.
Oh, so then I guess the answer is yes, he did. He did. He whacked somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't want it.
I don't remember that scene. I don't remember. And Ralphie, like, I think of Paulie Walnuts. I think of Tone. You know, I think of Stevie Van Zandt.
All right.
Who's Ralphie? Which guy was Ralphie?
Ralphie was
not little Chrissy though.
No, Joey Pants.
Joey Pants.
Yeah. Look up Joey Pants. Ralphie
Sopranos.
Yeah, Joey Pants.
Okay, hold on a second here, will you? Oh, okay, all right. Ralphie Cifaretto.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Joe Pantaleone.
Yeah, Joey Pants.
Joey Pants. There you go.
9:50 in the morning. Thank you, Carlo Cisu.
Carlo, what a contribution, man.
Listen,
I just realized my first segment was about strippers.
Yeah,
so
right.
I set the bar high.
It's one that we will remember forever.
Right, and your wife is not going to be happy because she's going to be. Did you tell everybody that you met me in Magic City?
And knowing this place, there's going to be 4 memos I got to read about this segment.
Oh,
but
great.
you know what?
Thanks.
This was Carlo Cisu segment integrity.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's what I meant by putting up a poll.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, indeed. Wow.
Guess what? You're gonna be here every day.
That's how you leave?
You're going to get a nice dismount. By the way, 71% of people voting so far have said, yes, Carlos should be joining the show.
I agree with that. Carlo Cisu, the head of our social media and digital content here at ESPN LA.
Hell of a performance.
It's been a pleasure today to have you. Time for our Don't Sweat the Small Stuff calendar of the day. We read it every day from the book Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. Today, Tuesday, March 10th, 2026. Become less reactive and more responsive. I've had a lot of response today for some things. I'll tell you that much. A responsive state of mind is fertile, ground for success, or fertile. A responsive state of mind is fertile ground for success. When your mind is clear and relaxed, you pave an open channel for abundance and joy. There is a direct and clear relationship between how much time you spend in a responsive state of mind and your own level of success. The more you are able to stay out of reactivity, the more opportunities will present themselves, Cappy. That is the Don't Sweat the Small Stuff calendar for today on a Tuesday, a live imaging Tuesday, presented by Providence.
I was busy giving Carlo a big hug.
Did you?
Yeah.
Like a big bear hug?
Like Carlo and I have like a teammate sort of relationship where we hug it out and then we kind of like pat each other like, nice work, man. Good job.
Imagine if he's here every day.
Yeah.
It'd be a beautiful thing.
Oh, it would be. Plus, we'd all be in much better shape because he'd like whip us into shape because he's in really good shape.
So we're still connected on our Apple Watches.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of got away from connecting with everybody. Like Sam Pines and I are connected on the Whoop.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie and I are connected on the Whoop. But on the Apple Watch, I kind of got away from connecting with people. But Carlo and I are still connected. And this kid is working out at all hours. He's burning like 700 calories in one workout.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane.
Guy works.
No.
Yeah, guy puts in the work. I'll tell you that.
He
right
does.
now. Give him a hug. You feel how tight he is.
I've hugged.
You know
I've
what I
hugged
mean?
him many a times.
Feel how ripped the guy is.
Oh, he's a little assassin.
Right.
Epic Wolf says, by the way, that Morales dresses like he runs Magic City.
He does look like he runs the door at Magic City.
So, by the way, my tailor, the great Raj Kaswani Custom Clothes in Sherman Oaks, where they're going to make you a shirt just like this. You're going to have a monogram.
Right, 2 years ago. Yeah, keep going.
Well, we couldn't do. Well, I had 3 strokes and 4 seizures.
That is true. That is true.
But he is the last person I was ever at a strip club with. So
really?
A birthday many years ago was sort of my comeback birthday because I had gone through a breakup and whatever. He took a bunch of us to a strip club after a big party in the Valley. And he was just, everybody knew him. He was just whipping out dollar bills. And I was like, no, we're good. No. And let me tell you something. I had a lot of fun in one of the rooms. But then afterwards, I just thought about the amount of money he spent that night. And I guess, again, he wanted to be the kingpin that night. But just the amount of money. And he had a lot of money to burn. But it's amazing. And it was fun.
When I was really, really young, and I'm talking like fresh out of college, and the guy who had like the first money that any of us had,
right,
was Tony Saragusa, late great,
the Goose,
the Goose, and R.I.P. But Goose would love to go to these kinds of places, man. And Goose would just, let's go, we're all going, and he'd get a big van, and we'd all go. And then I remember there was this one guy who hung around with this group. I never understood why he hung out with us because we were a bunch of degenerates, and he was as straight-laced as could be. He was a Mormon dude. And this guy would say, hey, I'm not going to go into the strip club with you guys. I'm going to be outside in my car reading the Bible. I swear to God, I'm not lying. And this guy would drive us. We'd go into the clubs. He'd be sitting out in the car reading the Bible. We'd all come out wasted, smelling like perfume. He's like, how was it, guys? And we're like, it was awesome. You should have come in. He's like, nah, I'm busy. I'm reading the Bible. Like, why are you with us?
Nothing
why do you
wrong
hang
with
out
that,
with
though.
us?
Maybe
We're such losers.
Yeah, but maybe he was trying to be a good friend.
He was a good friend.
Here's another one. JJ Reddit says, Morales dressed like he wants to destroy Spider-Man.
I don't get that reference.
Neither do I.
Kingpin. You look like the Kingpin.
Oh, okay. Not from the movie Kingpin with Woody Harrelson.
No.
Oh,
and
that's
Bill
what I
Murray.
thought it was.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No,
Okay.
we all missed the reference.
Kingpin. All right.
Got it.
I always saw
Sorry,
the,
JJ
I
Reddit.
always
That one
saw
didn't
the
work. It worked for me, though.
I always saw the first Spider-Man, the one with Tobey Maguire,
yeah,
like
I like that
25
one.
years
This
ago.
is in the comic books.
Oh,
Kingpin
okay.
is his biggest arch nemesis.
Oh, I was a
did not know that.
Batman guy. I wasn't really a Spider-Man guy.
I didn't know
I know
that.
he shoots the web all over you, but I was a Batman guy.
That's it, huh? That's
Yeah.
all you know.
Well, doesn't he?
How
He
you get
shoots the web.
styes.
Yeah, that's right.
Did it again for slow motion.
Isn't there a ride in Disneyland where you do the Spider-Man thing and I never
yeah.
can figure it out? Like
Yeah.
I keep flicking my wrists and I just can't figure it out. And the kid
Love
next
that
to me's
ride.
got 5 million points and I've got none.
Oh no, that kid's shooting web all over the place.
He
Those
sure
kids know
is.
how to do it.
They do indeed.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, they do.
All right, it's time for the Dealer's Choice Real Deal.
Okay.
Brought to you by our friends at Seller's Advantage. I think our friend. I was going to go somewhere. I'm not.
I saw like 5 TV commercials last night with Damon Lyons in it.
I think Damon's going to join us this week. We'll ask him about shooting web. Maybe he was a Spider-Man kid.
No,
you don't know?
No shooting web. No.
No?
Nah.
Want to sell your house? Before you call an agent, call Seller's Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-as-is for a no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com, DRE 0196-1658, Cappy.
Okay, so follow up to yesterday. Remember yesterday I was like all hyped on the guy who won the LA Marathon at the very last second of the marathon, right? And it was an amazing story, or so I thought. Now, have you guys seen what happened at the end of the LA Marathon? So everybody's seen the finish line, right? Which is something that nobody would be talking about. But here comes this dude, this substitute teacher, who's this cross-country coach, who's like the fastest black American marathon runner of all time with like a 2:10 marathon, and he wins at the very, very last second. And as a matter of fact, the first place winner and the guy who came in second place, their time was exactly the same in the marathon, but the guy who crossed, I don't understand the timing of it all. Nonetheless, here's the follow-up to the story. Did you guys all hear this? Have you guys all seen what happened? Okay.
No.
So the guy who's in the lead, who winds up coming in second, who crashes at the finish, that guy was probably about 200 yards away from the finish line. And this lady comes onto the course, and she's got the flag that represents the country that he's from. And she's like running alongside the guy. Well, there's like a police escort, and the police escort veers off to the right, giving the leader like the next, call it 150 yards to kind of be celebrated and get to the finish line. Well, as the cops pulled over to the right, and as the leader was distracted by the woman with the flag, the leader followed the cops off the course. So now he goes off the course by about, I don't know, maybe 20 steps or so. And then everybody's going, "You're going the wrong way, man. You're going the wrong way." He stops, turns around, goes back out of the gates and onto the course and starts running towards the finish line. That period of time, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, whatever it was, that was the difference, because the guy who won the race won it by a millionth of a second. So by going off course because he was distracted by the woman with the flag and following the cops off the course, that's what cost that guy 5 seconds. And that's the difference between $25,000 for winning the LA Marathon and $10,000 for coming in second place in the LA Marathon. And the organizers are like, "Oh, well, it happened. I don't know what to tell you. We're more concerned about how somebody got on the course with the flag." They're not going to change it. It's not in protest.
He'll do a GoFundMe. He'll make that back in
I mean, unbelievable what happened. I mean, I never thought we'd talk about the LA Marathon for a day, let alone 2 days.
It's an outrage.
But I thought we had to follow it up.
Well,
So
I appreciate you paying off the story. I didn't watch any of it, but, I know last year, Kobe Walsh, our friend, MC here, he participated in the LA. I believe our other friend, John Chin, I think he did the LA Marathon again for like the 20th time.
That guy's a beast.
He is a beast.
Wow. Amazing, crazy story.
Great show today.
Yeah, a lot of
really
fun.
Great show. Thanks to Evan Cohen, who joined us for like 40 minutes. And Carlo Cisu. People in the YouTube chat saying, has Carlo just been jumped in? I think so. I think he has been jumped into our morning show crew today. Give him an eye tattoo.
Yeah, I will be scared. Carlo with a K, just so everybody knows, not Carlos.
No,
this is
Carlo
Carlo.
Cisu.
Right.
I think you can follow him on socials at Carlo Cisu. He has jumped in.
He
We'll
did.
see you tomorrow morning, Carlo. You're back here tomorrow, sucker. Tomorrow will be a windy Wednesday. We'll see if producer Lindsay Baseball returns. Greg Bergman. Hopefully tonight, big anniversary night with me and Gene at Crypto.com Arena. If you see Greg Bergman, say, "Hey, Sty Boy, happy anniversary."
Hey, Bergie, do you and Mean Gene want my room at the East Central tonight for your anniversary?
We got a room at my place.
Oh,
It's
you
okay.
do?
Yeah, at my house.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
that's where
it's
he's
a
got
late night game.
Listen, but that's where he's got his equipment.
Oh, yeah.
Look,
Late Laker
sometimes
game,
you
dude.
need to.
Right. You figure you want to
Oh,
walk
I
across the
understand.
street.
Trust me, I get it. I get it. Everybody have
Sometimes
a
you
great
get a sty, sometimes you don't.
Everybody have a great Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. See? Don't take it so serious, people in the back. Smile.
USC football and